Oh, dude, I was muted. What's up, fellas? Bro, it's 8:01. Where we at? Dude, I'm freaking out. Dude, I need to pull it up. They already released the Dynasty deep dive article thing. So where are we at, bro? Why is it not starting? How do I find this? Just get it off Reddit. Thank you. Thank you very much. All right. Is this still not going? All right. Well, we're going to look at this in the meantime. All right, dude. What? I was just looking at this on my phone where I finished off right here. Oh, wait. That's not even it. Coaching carousel looks updated, though. Much needed. Dude, where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where's Team Builder? Heisman. Dude, where is it? Their freaking hyperlink thing didn't work. There we go. Or Stadium Builder. Dude, what are they doing? Dude, okay, it's not a full Stadium Builder like it is in MLB The Show, so keep that in mind. But okay, let's read it. When selecting your stadium for Team Builder team, you will now have two options, existing or custom. If you choose existing, you can still select from the real stadiums available from our in-game stadiums, along with generic stadiums we have offered in the past. Don't care. This year, we have also added additional high school stadiums. That's nice. But here's the thing. If you choose custom, you can build your own stadium. Oh, here we go. Can y'all hear that? Oh, is this just like a... Oh, no, here we go. All right, NFL. Already not interested. Oh, wait, never mind. Northwestern. Show me the goods, EA. Show me the goods. Come on now. Oh wait, is this just a... Is it gonna like cycle through this intro?
Good evening and welcome to EA Sports Opening Drive, live from the Aon Grand Ballroom at Navy Pier in Chicago. I'm your host, Nick Mazesco, and tonight isn't just about two games, it's about football. EA Sports believes football is more than what happens on the field. It's about the
It's a live show, bro.
And culture that connects fans every day. From the first snap under Friday Night Lights to the biggest moments on Sunday, it's not just about how it's played, but how it's experienced. Because this year, more than ever, every decision you make matters. How you build, how you play, and what happens next. Only EA Sports can bring fans the full football journey, from building your program, to creating your player, to proving yourself in the NFL, to running the entire league. And it's all connected. The modes, the moments, the decisions. Tonight, you're going to see how it all comes together. The players, the systems, and the decisions, and the decision makers that define this year's experience. So, whether you're building your program, living your career, or running the league, this is your football journey. Let's throw it over to the pride of Florida State University, Sean Grady, to take us through the future of football at EA Sports.
Come on, what is this? There we go. Okay, NFL. Wyatt, member for 23 months. Dude, what is this live
Hello.
show,
Welcome.
dude?
Thank you so much for being here, everybody. We are so happy to see you guys tonight. My name is Sean Grady. I'm the Vice President and Head of Production for EA Sports College Football and Madden NFL. And it's incredible to be here tonight in the iconic Aon Ballroom at the Navy Pier in Chicago, home of this year's Madden NFL 27 cover athlete, Caleb Williams. Let's go. And we are joined tonight online by the college football and Madden NFL communities watching with us. Thank you guys for joining us around the world. Now, we've been looking forward to this night for a long time.
Bro, come, like,
Those
get
of you
to
who
it
know,
already,
for the
dude.
past 2 years, this has been a private event back at our Orlando studio in Florida, where we hosted a few select community members. But tonight, we're opening it up to the entire football audience, here in the room, of course, and around the world. And we're going to show you everything we've been building in College Football 27 and Madden NFL 27, and I do mean everything. So this is
Show me everything.
our opening drive. Now, we're all football fans, and we know there's nothing like that first series. It's the first look at everything you've prepared for, months of film study, and we've studied a lot of the film from you guys in the room here. Reps, adjustments, and execution, of course, all building towards that moment when you kick off the ball. And for us, that moment's right now. Now, before we look ahead to the future of football, let's take a moment to celebrate the incredible athletes. that
No,
represent this
let's
year's
not,
game.
bro.
On College Football 27, our covers capture everything that makes the sport special. The programs, the colors,
Give this one a
and of course the big
Eight-
athletes that bring it all
8.3
to life
out of
every
10.
Saturday.
This one,
So we're very excited to share that we have our cover athletes in the building tonight. Ole Miss
5.7.
running back Keywan Lacey, Miami wide receiver Malachi Toney, and Oregon quarterback Dante Moore. They're somewhere here in the room. If you guys are here, say hi, wave your hands. Thanks for joining us, guys, tonight. Now, I wish Coach Signetti was here. He's gracing the deluxe edition cover, controlling the chaos from the front, but he could not make it tonight. Now let's turn our attention to Sundays.
dude, what
This year's
is
Madden
this?
27 cover
Holy
represents the
cow,
next
this sucks.
generation of the league. A player stepping into the spotlight right here in Chicago. Any Chicago fans? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. We like to say
Dude, I'm
he
about to-
plays Madden like a Madden character brought to life. He's made the Bears team a can't-miss team week in and week out. And anybody that watched the playoffs last
I gotta
year knows
shave,
this.
bro.
Any Packer fans in the house? You guys remember this? Yeah. Sorry to remind you about that.
Dude.
But we're incredibly excited to have
I
you tonight
do
as well.
not care.
Chicago Bears quarterback and the first ever Bears cover athlete, our 27 cover star, Caleb Williams. If you're here, Caleb, say hello. All right, over the past year, our teams have been in their own version of the offseason. We're building, we're testing, we're iterating, and we're pushing every detail forward, from gameplay to presentation, from deeper authenticity to new innovations.
This is
Every part of
this
these
is
experiences
this
is
is
shaped
something.
with a purpose. Because when you all step on that virtual field, when you pick up the controller, we want you to feel confidence, control, and clarity. We want you to feel that this is the strongest version of football we've ever delivered. That's how we feel. So tonight, we are going to go deep, and I do mean deep, so get comfortable, sit back and relax. Drum roll, please.
Give it
we're
to
gonna
me.
share Gameplay, presentation, all the modes you care
All right.
about. and
This
the
might not
shared
start for
DNA
30 more
across
minutes, bro.
college football and Madden NFL. You will see the unique decisions we've made in each game to capture the wide open explosiveness of college
Dude.
football and the
Dude,
precision play.
I'm not gonna lie. Team Builder
NFL.
looked kind of fire.
In short, college
Look at
football
this.
27 in college football 27, Saturday is going to feel more like Saturday, and in Madden NFL 27, Sunday is going to feel more like Sunday. That sound good to you guys? Want to hear more? Okay.
Let's go.
Before we get into the games, I do want to take a step back and share with you how we're thinking about the future of football at EA Sports. We're evolving college football and Madden NFL around 3 core pillars. So first, and I know all of you in the room are going to like this, gameplay above everything. That means authentic, responsive football with more control, smarter AI, and signature movement that feels true to the athlete.
Wow, you can replace the high school teams now in Road to Glory with Team Builder teams.
New ways to capture real-world
I
football
think you could do that
data
back in the
through
day,
our
right?
Internal partners like TrackCab, helping us unlock deeper realism, better movement, and new possibilities in the future. Stay tuned for that. Second, connected careers with more life. Guys, we continue to invest deeply in the modes our players spend the most time in, building football career and franchise experiences that are more authentic, more dynamic, more social, and more connected across both college and Madden NFL.
Which means we're giving
And
you
in
an
fact, that
open
high
world
school
thing where you
Hall
can
of
spend a
Fame
bunch of
journey is
money.
Something that only EA Sports can deliver. And third, fandom without limits.
Gosh, dude.
In the very near future, we're going to provide more ways for football fans to represent their teams, show their creativity, play their way, and connect to the sport they love. With new tools, new experiences,
here's
and
that-
a new
here's
football
that thing.
platform connected and rewarding you and your fandom year-round. There's much more to
Oh
come
wait, no,
on
this is
that,
EA
but we are
Play.
very excited for
This
the
is not.
future
This
of
is
football.
not the new membership.
All right, now speaking of platforms, we want every football fan to feel connected across our ecosystem.
This
So that's
sucks,
why
bro.
I am excited to share with you all tonight that College Football 27 will launch on PC for the first time. I've seen the comments. I know you wanted to hear that. It's coming. So it will join Madden NFL, giving our PC community the chance to play both college
PC.
football and Madden
There you go.
at the highest fidelity possible. I'm also excited to share that EA Sports College Football is coming to mobile this year, bringing the power and
I leaked
beauty
that,
of
and I got a
frostbite
copyright
gameplay
strike.
and an all-new Dynasty experience later this year.
Wait,
Now,
Dynasty?
I might be biased, but I think it's the best-looking game on a mobile device.
Dynasty on mobile?
So whether you play on console, PC, or mobile, football fans have more ways to play college football.
I think I
and
just heard
Madden
Dynasty
NFL
on mobile.
Anywhere, anytime.
I will play that.
All right, now without further ado, let's get to our first look at College Football 27 and Madden NFL 27. College Football 27 is built to reflect the modern, evolving college football landscape, delivering new ways to play in Dynasty, Road to Glory, Ultimate Team, and more. Our goal is to create an experience with depth, challenge, emotion, and the current real-world college football decision-making landscape. So whether you're building your program, becoming
Come
a
on,
five-star
man. Come
recruit,
on.
or creating your ultimate team of current or legendary players, College Football 27 is built around one question. Are you doing it for the you or for yourself? This is College Football 27.
A century
Oh.
of utility is forgotten. The Indiana Hoosiers are the kings of college football.
Some players who walk through that tunnel onto that field grew up dreaming about putting on this uniform. They've rooted for this team their whole life and want to be a part of something bigger than themselves. Some have another dream: the money, the deals, the cars, those shiny teeth. That's college football now. I get it. Everyone's got to make a name for themselves. Truth is, I don't care why you show up. I care what happens after you do. I care if you love to compete. If you want every advantage.
Facilities?
And if it turns into one thing on Saturday, winning. That's why I want you here. That's what you're here to do. And there's no better place to do it.
Okay, I mean, we
I don't
we
know,
didn't
so
see like
something about that pulls at the heartstrings. The
a
music,
ton.
college football,
We didn't see a
amazing.
ton there.
We are honored to have Coach Signetti representing the reigning national champions in this year's trailer. Congratulations once again to the University of Indiana. Now don't worry, I know you want more than that. The development team is going to come out here and take you much deeper in just a few moments.
Good.
Including gameplay and what's new across your favorite modes in college football. But before we do that, I do want to get you just as hyped on Madden NFL 27. Madden NFL
Here we
27
go.
brings meaningful innovation for every type of player. Whether you come for precision gameplay,
We're not here for Madden.
star mode, course franchise mode, or presentation that makes every game feel connected.
Oh,
to the night
here's
of the week,
okay.
your team's tradition,
Hang on. Here's the thing, though.
and the virtual season that you're in right
Here's
now.
the bundle. Let me see
I'm
this.
very happy to share that Madden NFL 27 represents our second consecutive year of a deep investment and a major leap forward for franchise mode players. This year, franchise mode is designed to bring the action to you in a more alive and dynamic way, putting you in control of the decision that defines a
How much is it?
a coach, or an entire league. In Madden NFL 27,
It's the same price.
All right, let's take a look at how one of our newest GMs sees it. Check it out.
Is this just Matt? Okay, I don't care about that. So I don't understand here. This is the bundle. This is the MVP Plus subscription. It's $150 a year, which is what it cost before. It was $150 for both deluxe edition games. So like after the year is over, do you own the game or do you just lose it? I don't get it. Maybe I should watch this.
Introducing the EA Sports MVP Plus membership. The best way to play Madden NFL 27 and College Football 27. Play both games earlier with 7-day early access. Earn monthly members only Ultimate Team rewards and unlock bonus superstar skill points to upgrade core, physical, specialty, and mental abilities. More access, more rewards.
Dude, this doesn't tell me anything about this. Okay, whatever. I don't care about that. So we have a ton of dude, there's so much. So Road to Glory, Ultimate. No, we don't care about Ultimate Team. We already have Dynasty up right here. PC Deep Dive. Sights and Sounds. Oh my gosh, dude, what is this? There's so much. Closed Beta. And Road to the College Football Playoff. Gosh, dude. This is insane. If you buy it now, then it'll end before CFP 28. Yeah, so like, here's my thing. So it's the same price as the bundle before, but do you own the game after the 12 months? Because if the 12 months ends and then you no longer have access to 27, then I just, what's the point, dude? All right, we'll come back to this once it goes back to college. I'll put it on my other screen so I can see it. Okay. So, dude, this is nuts. There's so much here in Dynasty. Stadium Builder, I'm actually so hyped for. We're going to come back to this because it's definitely the biggest one. Let's see, Road to Glory. Let's see, what is high school? What is high school? Okay, oh, here are the new positions. Here we go. So we have quarterback, running back, wide receiver, tight end, edge, Mike, cornerback, free safety. What did we have in 26? We didn't have edge. Dude, that's just lit. So we didn't have edge. I don't think we have safety either, right? Is that the two new ones? I guess I could read it. Yeah, tight end, is that new? Edge rusher, is it those three? Once you said it's time to customize, blah, blah, blah. Ooh, dude, that's cool. Use a legend build. So you can basically have like a model player. Different physiques come with different advantages and trade-offs. This sounds very similar to 2K. Like your build sounds very similar there. Look, this is This is literally like basically how 2K works. We basically just started triple. We basically just started. Haven't missed much. Okay. I need to read through all this at some point. Max potential. Defines the ceiling of what your player can eventually become. Madden trailer finish. Yeah, I got it pulled up here.
To get beta access and feel it for yourselves, you'll learn how to pre-order and join a brand new program that delivers the most value we've ever offered. And you'll see your favorite community members, all you lovely people in the room here tonight, and creators play the games for the first time and share their reactions. So once again, welcome to the opening drive.
The opening drive.
We just heard about where football is going. Now, let's show you how it plays. Because this year, EA Sports isn't just building games.
Show me something
they're building
good.
a connected football experience. From Fridays to Saturdays to Sundays, every moment, every decision, every snap is now connected. And it all starts on the gridiron. To take us through how it all comes together on the field, here's Senior Game Designer Director, the OG, Scott O'Gallagher.
Scott O. Hello?
Come, baby. Let's get this thing cracking now. All right, gameplay above everything. The first thing I said is you damn right, baby. Who is excited to see some gameplay right now?
Gameplay.
Madden football. We have an exciting feature set for you, and I gotta admit, you guys seeing my face this early, it's throwing me off for a little bit because Nick, usually it's you, me, and then we're watching Bordeaux catch an L to one of our college cover athletes. Don't get it twisted, though. You're still better than Bengal. No doubt about it. All right, let's talk about how we bring all of this together.
How's our brother get invited to this, man?
We get, in our mini camp, or we like to call pre-production, and then, we look at themes and things that you guys say, because your feedback is essential to what we do. So let's look at how we broke this down. You first told us that you wanted more tools defensively. The AI logic needed to be better. You wanted more control on the other side of the football, and that's why we rallied behind defense wins championships. Next is built from game day. This is our authenticity pillar. We know that every team is somebody's favorite team, and you're going to see how we delivered that this year. And then last but not least is play your way. With all the features you're going to hear tonight, the different settings, how are we giving you the tools to ultimately play your way? And now let's get to it. Defense wins championships, and it starts fundamentally. For years, one of the biggest holes that we have had to sure up that we did this year was what we call look for work. What is look for work? That's that middle linebacker seeing that drag coming right at you, and he can anticipate. In our game last year and in previous and any other football game made, defending in the zone, they didn't move until they got into their zone. That all changes here. And we're going to go right here to the film room, and we're going to see Fred Warner here. And I want you to see his ability to look for work. Love drops. He's in his hook zone. He's going to drop properly. He's going to anticipate it. Love has to make a call. We're throwing a pick. Here we go. We're moving.
How many times do you think they recorded gameplay to get like one good highlight to show?
In the game, how do we give the users more tools to control how they want to play in zones? And now
yeah, dude, I don't like. Do y'all want to watch this, or do we want to read through
both on
the
an
stuff?
Individual or team level, you can decide how aggressive that you want them to be. Do you want that Mike backer because the mesh concept is driving you crazy and you want to get up and take that away? Just put him in ultra aggressive. Is the quarterback killing you with that two ball or that deep over? Put him in ultra conservative, and he'll prefer routes.
Dude, the thing about the gameplay, there's always going to be some cheese you can find to just finesse everything.
They're running that slant concept, pick six. We're going back to the crib. We are giving you more options than you have ever had before. Come on, we got to clap that up. This is defense we're talking about here, fellas. We're talking defense. All right. But we know
show me some college.
Is not perfect, and there is a lot of, you call the perfect defensive play. You're clamping them up. You got them strapped and locked up, like the kids say these days. And then all of a sudden, the quarterback is going to evade the pocket. I mean, we got the legend Michael Vick sitting over there. Shout out to the legend. Clap it up for the legend. But the thing is similar to Madden 2004 summer, you guys are still trying to play it the same way. You get out and you're just scrambling everywhere. And so we had to introduce what is real, and real football is plaster logic. No longer are guys just standing around and just covering grass like your favorite City League flag football player. They are out here moving, attaching, locking, and ultimately clamping, and hopefully giving you a chance not to give up those big plays.
I hope so.
Shout out to Mike Vick, the greatest Madden player that we've ever had.
This is just
And
does this
now
all
here,
apply to
we meet
college
with
too?
Hundreds of coaches, defensive coordinators all around the NFL and college football. And this thing here, we are now providing 25 new coverage checks. How do you want to play bunch? How do you want to play trips? How do you want to play stack? The options are endless. You can set them in the front end to then you be like your favorite coordinator. And now we get into our wide receiver press. I saw Ocho Cinco earlier in here, but I mean, no one did it better than him. One of my favorite routes, or one of my favorite NFL films, he's like, I need you right here. That's everything I said to our dev team. It felt like every time we were going over this feature.
I mean, is this
Now,
just
with
like an
our wide
animation they're
receivers
showing us
and
here?
Defensive press improvements, receivers actually have logic around the route they are trying to run. If they're running a deep out, they're going to try to win on the outside. If they're running a deep in, they're trying to get to the inside. On the other side of that coin, corners, and now leverage is going to mean more than it even last year and ever before, because we have boosted chances when they are in the appropriate leverage. And then we go to jostle. Some of my favorite cornerbacks of all time, guys like Aeneas Williams, Darrelle Revis. These guys were clamp corners. And our game has always been hard to replicate them because they were not known as the fastest, even though they certainly could run. They were great with technique, really physical. And so how are we going to do that? That is with our brand new wide receiver DB jostle system. And now you as a user, you can attach on the move. You can get them at the stem of the route and really play with the timing of them. Or you can attach when the ball is in flight. And keep in mind, when you are attached, you are slowing the wide receiver down, thus putting yourself in the best position to make a play.
That's interesting. What are the
go.
cons
Real
though?
fun
Like,
game day,
what
baby.
is the
Every
con of
player
doing
is
that?
Somebody's favorite player. I want you guys to take a look at Colin Simmons. You see him. He's one of the best defensive ends that there is out there. You see all of his physicals and the different tiers. Over the past couple of years, you guys have been very vocal that you preferred the tiered ability system. And we listened because this is your game. So with that, the tiered ability system is going to debut in Madden NFL 27. Clap that up because you asked for it.
Wait. But
And
this is
being a
already in college
lifelong
football,
Rams
right?
fan, lifelong Rams fan, and I haven't missed a single game in 30 years, I am going to formally welcome Myles Garrett to the Rams house. Myles Garrett, thank you, brother. Can't wait to have you. All right, those two guys dominated in the trenches. When you looked at our game and you looked at real life, where it really broke down was, when it's goal line on goal line, big on big, 13 personnel. It just didn't look like what you see on Saturdays and Sundays until now. We've got brand new 2-player, 3-player, 4-player animations. We've got cut blocking, submarine techniques to really make it so you have to earn every yard inside those situations. My boy Kurt over here just says, yeah,
I mean, dude, when it comes to blocking, I just like
experience to really get fourth and twos, fourth and ones.
it doesn't matter. Like it's still going to be
talk about
broken in
inside
so
the
many
trenches,
areas.
There's nothing like the quarterback sneak. And you say, what the hell am I looking at here? Yep, you got a QB sneak meter, right? And you see the green.
Yeah, what the
Let's
heck
talk
is
about
this?
the green. The green all comes in. The first thing that we look at is your center, your 2 guards, and then your quarterback. And then we say, all right, we're going to take those ratings and we're going to compare them. Do you have anybody in a zero technique? Are both A gaps filled? And then when it goes side to side, that is all dependent on the situation. Is it a long 4th and 1? Is home field advantage rocking? What type of scenario is really
I got to get a green bean on a QB sneak, bro.
Quarterback sneaks are no longer automatic. Clap that up. I know you're excited.
That's actually good. I think that's actually good.
We got to love the trenches. And you know the motto, if it's in the game, it's in the game, baby. The tush push. It's made its way to Madden NFL 27.
It took them this long, and they're about to ban it. They're going to have to take it out.
All right. Simheads, rejoice. What you've been asking for. Home field advantage is back, and it's back in the way that you asked. You're going to see a
Dude, they literally just take stuff that works out well in college and then put it in Madden. I mean, it's smart.
Kansas City or Arrowhead really feel like Arrowhead. And Arrowhead should feel different in November than it does in January. And that is exactly what's going to come when you play your game in here in a few. And nothing screams home field advantage like dynamic weather. I know you guys are excited about dynamic weather, but that situation that changed the game in the AFC Championship game where it was clear and then it was nothing but snow flurries in the second half, that can happen in your game as well.
Good.
Keep in mind, as the weather gets worse, the gameplay only gets tougher, so good luck with that. All right,
good.
Let's get into play your way. And nothing screams play your way like timing-based catching. Timing-based catching for years, whether it's the toe drag swag, the catch in traffic, trying to moss somebody, that has all been subject to ratings until now. And let's talk about what you're dealing with here. Red,
oh, shoot.
Too late. You dropped it. All right, take your ass back to the huddle. Let's get to a new play. Next, we're slightly early. When it goes into early, we're back into ratings. And the size of your yellow depends on how good your receiver is.
Back into ratings in the yellow.
And then there's
this is
green.
all NFL clips, though.
You know the kids love greens, right? But here's the thing with the
this
greens.
not in college?
The greens are dynamic. This all depends on the situation. How good is your receiver? Who's covering him? How covered is he? What type of catch are you going for? Point being is that now, for the first time ever, the choice is yours. And what else I love it? Oh, gee, I can't catch the ball, man. Your game's broke. Fix your game, man. Okay, well, go turn the setting on, pal. Here you go. Go have at it. All right? And
fair enough. Is it in college?
Both sides of the ball. So you want to clamp up.
Okay, there we go.
And then hit your TBC. Go have at it. Go have some fun.
Dude, I low-key like that. I kind of like that.
All right, now we're moving on to custom adjustments.
Because right now, 50-50s, there's like no... There's no stride. It's just
win out here. There's only so much you're going to be able to do, right? There's a lot more meat on this bones, all right? Custom adjustments are about giving players their own unique football language. You see it every Saturday and Sunday. There's a call. They're going to a combo call. There's a big macro that has multiple adjustments on one call, and now you can do that here.
Yeah, we'll have to see how that works. The catches works.
You're going to create your custom adjustment. Everything that we've ever had at pre-snap or at coaching adjustment is available to you. From there, you name it, and you can make up to 20 on offense and then make 20 on defense. The catch, Nick, you like this. The catch is you can only go into game with 10. 10 on offense and 10 on defense, okay? Now I've made a custom adjustment. How do I call it? Well, look at your favorite play, figure out which one you're going to call. We're looking at cover 3 sky here, fellas. We just hold down that button right next to your stunts and twists. There's your macro. That's your custom adjustment right there. You can go and get busy. All right.
Gameplay nerds will like that.
You come out and pre-play, and someone's running some type of cheese. You go, okay, well, I got something for this. I'm going to tap L1. L1 is our custom adjustment button. You go there, you hit L1, and call whatever one you got. Right? You got 10 of them to choose. You got all the options you want, right? All right, we're starting to cook here. So now, typically, I'm going to press my DBs up. I'm going to pinch my line, show blitz. I would have went through multiple different stages just to get to this. Now I've got it all in 2. All in 2. Yeah, shout out. Yep, you know what time it is. Winners win. We don't play around here, you know? We're making it, this is the best right here. And let's get to this. When you talk about custom adjustments, one of my favorite parts of this feature, and there's a ton of you in here, right? There's a lot of what I call 1%ers that are the best of the best, but there are a lot who love the game, who play the game, who play it, and they're sitting next to their buddy. Dude, I know you're scrambling. I know you're running. I know you are. How do I stop it, right? And you don't want to deal with the sweat fest. Rob Jones does not want to deal with the sweat fest at the line of scrimmage.
This is me. I don't want to deal with the sweat
He
fest.
just hits L1, presses A, and now he's got both ends in contain. He's got a QB spy, and we are clamping up that quarterback scramble. Ben Kurt, we're loving that, aren't you, buddy? Yep, shout it out.
I like that.
All right, this is everything. You got all these types of defaults on offense and defense.
But they low-key kind of already have
Never
that.
had control
Maybe it works better
at
now,
this
though.
level before. All right, now you've heard a bunch of different features, right? And now what should you expect? When it comes to on the sticks between Madden and college football, college is still all about wide open gameplay, being loose in control, making those big plays, those side-to-side plays like one of my favorites, Reggie Bush. And then you look at Madden, it's all about everybody's fast in the NFL. It's tight, it's pro-level precision. Playbooks, it's the wide splits in Tennessee and Oklahoma. It's about spread, being more variety. Tempo is everything. Here it's about the deeper schemes, more compressed, chest-level strategy. The smarter game is over at Madden football. And then you look at coverage, base shells, bigger wind differentiation, bit more zone windows. In the NFL, you're talking simulated pressures, disguised looks, and just overall smarter adjustments. In the trenches, the difference between the best player in college football and worst is much bigger than it is in the NFL. So you've got bigger run lanes where you got elite gap integrity, pocket battles every snap. It's the best of the best. AI play, we got base progressions. These are
All right, when it comes to the
athletes,
gameplay,
we got our
I
guys
truly
on
don't
paper
expect
here
much to
who is
change
one
year
hell of
over
a
year.
player.
Like, it's going to be
And then you
several
look at
years
here, my guy Matt Stafford
down the
at
road
that
where you
level,
can
these
look
guys
back and be
are
like, oh, wow,
so
this is
good.
actually
What you're gonna
significantly
see
different.
when you pick up the sticks on Madden 27.
And
And
that's
then
kind of what I
abilities.
expect for gameplay.
It
It's the
costs
other
you.
things,
You get a max
the
of 5,
recruiting,
which you know
a
and
stadium
love is still
builder,
there.
those things that you can add every
Madden
single year.
takes the tiered system and says, you know what? They're unlimited. A player can have an unlimited number of abilities. Again, stars feeling like stars. And then there's home field advantage, where you're in Death Valley and it's an actual weapon, or you're going into Arrowhead and you got to execute under pressure. There is a lot of things coming, and I cannot wait. This is the smartest football game we have ever made. It is the most authentic football game we have ever made, and it's the most control you have ever had.
And they'll
Trust
say
me
that
on
next year and the next
It
year.
is one game of football, but these are two totally different experiences. And I cannot wait for you guys to get your hands on this thing. I need you guys just to lock in, and I'll see you guys in a few weeks. Winners win, and I'm out. Much love to everybody. Back to you, Nick.
Winners win.
We just saw how much more control, strategy, and football intelligence is being built into gameplay this year. So let's bring in someone who can speak to that from both sides. A former NFL quarterback and a serious player of these games, none other than Mr. Kurt Bankert. Kurt, appreciate you spending some time with us.
This is the dude that's always on Twitter.
I know you just watched OG. That was a lot to digest, but as a former NFL quarterback, the control that you have offensively and defensively, the sheer number of adjustments they're giving to players, how is that going to change how people play the game at home?
You know, I think people are going to need to develop their own game plans. And
I don't care about this. I don't care about that. Dude, choose a template. Jeremy Shockey, bro. These are some names I've not heard about in a minute. Interesting. Cap breakers. Well, max potential defines your player's initial development ceiling. Elite players can push beyond those limits through cap breakers. Cap breakers allow players to permanently increase an attribute cap beyond what was originally allocated during creation. This allows you to create rare one-of-one players who transcend traditional positional expectations and become legendary talents. Okay. How do you earn them? Players can up to 25 total cap breakers by accomplishing major Okay, I want to. This is cool and all, but I want to see like finalize your player. Cool. High school. High school is where you start. Before you ever take it, gives more players over control. Players can customize the high school. Make sure I'm not missing anything. Oh shoot, I'm missing something. Is this oh here, yeah. This is what we need. This is what we need. This is what we need right here, boys. This is what we're here for.
Exciting to be here in Chicago, a great hub of the Big Ten. And how about a big round of applause? All the mascots out there today, great Big Ten representation. Saw little Albert the Gator, Raider Red. You guys are cool too. Sparty and I were originally going to do this as a team. Thought better, but I got you out there, Sparty. We appreciate you. So something we've been working on for years is a way to create the unsolvable puzzle in Dynasty mode. It started in college football 25 and 26 with the introduction and refinement of coach archetypes and skill trees, balancing that with coordinators to create an RPG-like system where your decisions matter in crafting your program. For the last 3 years, we've had a vision for Dynasty to create the unsolvable puzzle for you, the fans, where every dynasty, every season, every school feels different and evolves over time, truly giving you 138 ways to play. Now for College Football 27, we're introducing the single biggest change to Dynasty mode since we first introduced recruiting in Dynasty Blueprint. Dynasty Blueprint is a full program management system that allows you to use a Dynasty points budget. You're able to hire staff, upgrade your facilities, and utilize on the
So this acts as money
in the form of NIL. But before we dive too deep into Dynasty Blueprint, we need to talk about the ultimate wild card in the system, and it's the personality and expectations of each school's athletic director. Each school is unique. Each school will have a different demeanor, with each demeanor
beat
impacting
Texas,
how difficult passing
beat
or
Iowa,
failing
beat
an
Navy.
expectation will be. There's hundreds of expectations ranging from winning on the field and the recruiting trail to developing and maintaining facilities, and even some school-specific goals that are ingrained in the very identity of those schools. So if you are Ohio State, you better beat Michigan every single year to stay off the hot seat. Ensuring you're meeting your goals and your AD expectations is going to be key to sticking around, because you want to think, or you might have to think twice about jobs in the coaching carousel. So do you have the right coaching archetype to get the job done? Are the expectations too high based on your career level? Does the school's AD have a different vision for the program that you want to build? This is what's going to set your Dynasty Blueprint in motion, and what makes it even cooler, these are dynamic. They're going to change season to season based on success and failure.
Yeah, but it's
So,
stupid.
You've selected your team. You manage your AD
Beating Virginia by
expectations.
3+
You're gonna
points
be
is such a
asked to allocate some of
stupid
your
goal.
budget
Like, what is the point of
to your
3+
team support
points?
staff. Coordinators will already be on your staff in year one. They can be hired once you get to the carousel in the offseason. We'll get to that in a little bit. But this is where you're going to add a variety of staff that can assist with accruing more Dynasty points, helping with recruiting, increasing player progression, or potentially reducing NIL asks. Keep in mind, though, these skills all work as a multiplier or a potential counterbalance to your coaching archetype, so choosing the proper mix of staff based on your skill tree and your coordinators is going to be key. And based on overwhelming community feedback, once you get to the offseason, you are now able to offer any coach or coordinator a job. It's good. It's exciting. This is what Mills
And they
you
better
wanted
actually
this,
decline
right?
my offer.
Expected Dynasty
I've never
point
seen
values
somebody
will be
decline
based
my
on the
offer in
coach and
25 or
your school,
26.
So you don't just expect to go in there, throw a giant bag of Dynasty points at somebody and expect them to sign with your team. But more on that later. We're going to talk about the coaching carousel in a little bit.
Hurry up. Get to it.
Next up, facilities. Facilities control how much XP your players are going to accrue, with each level also unlocking equipment slots. These slots are going to allow you to reduce injuries, reduce wear and tear, increase season health, and extend the life of your facilities. That's right. Facilities degrade over time. So not just important that you increase your facilities if you want to ensure your players are performing at the best, but you're also going to want to make sure that you budget enough to maintain those facilities, or risk potentially losing players to injury or on the recruiting trail as your facility grade drops. The final place where you're going to spend
I've
your
turned it
budget
up
is
3
around
times.
NIL for recruits, players already on your team, and in the transfer portal. You're going to be able to use NIL to help bring in high school recruits, but not all recruits will require NIL. These are going to be dependent on your school's prestige, proximity to the recruit, and also the school grades. All of these will determine the desired NIL of the player at your school. Important, NIL is not an instant win mechanic on the recruiting trail. It's a scholarship bonus that can be increased or decreased depending on how you're trending with that recruit. It's still important that you hit on your recruit's perfect pitch, visits, deal breakers, if you want to lock that player into a committed state.
Dude, if you want that player,
You can also
give
adjust
him the
your
bag,
offers
bro.
as recruiting boards begin to take shape, but be careful. You may upset your recruit and cause them to flip on you. Even more important than ever, because we have a brand new recruiting mechanic in college football 27. Verbal commits. Big time.
Oh, dude, I read
Excited
this.
about this
You
one.
can flip them now.
Verbal
You can actually
commits
flip.
are going to add a risk-reward mechanic to recruiting and also change how you allocate your NIL bonuses. Don't think that once you've got a verbal, you can reallocate NIL or stop recruiting, because that player could potentially decommit, flip on you,
There we go.
somewhere else.
There we go, dude. I love that.
NIL also needs to be managed at the end of the season on your current roster. Players' NIL asks will fluctuate based on star ratings,
Dude, this
overall
is-
performance, if they won awards. You need to ensure you're correctly budgeting for NIL roster fluctuations, and that can be the difference between retaining players in the offseason or potentially losing emerging stars based on their dynamic deal breakers.
This is fire. It was crazy. I made a video
Building your program and
saying they
budgeting
need
your
to do this,
dynasty
and
points wisely
this is like
all
literally
culminates
bar
in the
for
new
bar what they're
coaching
doing.
Carousel for college football 27. We're very excited about this one. New this year, you're going to be able to express interest in schools even if they're not on the top candidates list. No more 6 schools only. You can throw your hat into the ring. But be careful. Expressing interest in too many schools is going to impact your coach stability grade if you stay at your current school. And as mentioned earlier, you now have the ability to make offers to coaches across the country at various different coach levels, not just a preset of interested coaches. And dynasty points can be used to sweeten that pot and increase that interest, making up to 6 offers per coordinator, allowing you to lock in that program-changing hire. So we are excited, and incredibly excited actually, to see all of the battles that break out in online dynasties, who's going to be battling for those coordinators, and just super pumped about that.
Y'all's reactions. Somebody's
But
like,
that
this
is
is the
not
best
all.
game ever, and the
Outside
next
of Dynasty
person
Blueprint,
says this game
We
sucks.
have added much more to Dynasty. We have added wear and tear management. Super exciting here. We have added, based on community feedback, expanded league history. You
Good.
can go back to the 1800s now and take a look at league history.
Oh, well, I don't care as much about that.
Expanded team historical stats.
I want it to be historical
Coach
in the
mode
future. Like
is
when
now
I'm in
in
year
Dynasty mode.
2040, I can go back and look at 2030.
Exciting. User selectable crowd themes before you go into your Dynasty games. Very exciting. And
There we go.
Stadium Builder inside of Team Builder.
Yes.
And one quick note on this as well, you will be able to edit your teams in Team Builder at the start of every single Dynasty year.
Yes.
One and dones.
Dude, yes. So you can upgrade the stadium
This was
every
an
year.
absolutely huge year for Dynasty. And our team in Orlando could not be more excited to give you this program management sandbox to see all the different ways you're going to build your programs on the quest for a national championship.
Dude, that's fire. No, dude, I hope.
Dynasty is one of those modes
that better,
where everybody has a story. Maybe
that better
you're taking
work
over
for,
a
like,
powerhouse.
actually
Maybe you're
work
building
well.
up a small school. Maybe you're chasing that perfect recruiting class. And this year, it looks like there are even more layers to what it means to actually run a program. So let's bring in someone who lives and breathes this mode. Bordeaux joining us at the desk to break down what stood
Bordeaux.
out. First of all, are you happy you're not playing a cover athlete?
I am so thankful.
I figured.
If I still lose to the computer, it is what it is.
Well,
but
let me ask you, have you picked out the school you're going with next year? Can you give us
I
no
have
spoiler?
no idea.
Yeah, okay,
I haven't
no
even started
spoilers.
counting down yet.
No
so
spoilers.
We got a long way to go.
As somebody who lives and breathes this mode, what
Yes,
are you
sir.
most excited about from what you saw in that presentation?
Definitely just having to manage the budget and be able to really struggle with a small school. I want to struggle, and the difference maker between
Me and
like
him
Kent
think
State
alike.
versus Ohio State,
Menu merchants.
got like a 25x different in budget. It's going to be very hard. Might take 20 years. I don't know yet, but scary. I'm
And
excited to get
by the
into
way,
it.
as a content guy, once
Yes,
that
sir.
5-star recruit decommits, you're going to have a video. You're going to have to do a press conference for that one.
I might have to just lose my mind. And also, when they come back and they're asking for twice as much money, that is also really frustrating.
Hey, I can't wait to see. I know we're going to get the tweets coming out about what team you're choosing, so I can't wait to see who you
Absolutely.
choose. I appreciate you hanging
Yes,
out with
sir.
us. So let's shift from building a program to building a player. This is Road to Glory.
Spring game would have been cool, but I'm not gonna lie. The additions I've seen, I'm liking it. We'll have to see how it actually works, though.
Road to Glory has always been a mode that's been rooted in meaningful decisions and managing your potential. Every player enters a road to glory with talent and opportunity, but talent alone does not define a career. This year, Road to Glory is all about how you can maximize that talent and your journey through high school to the Hall of Fame. And it begins with an all-new way of building your player. We're excited to announce that 3 new positions will be coming to Road to Glory this year: edge rusher, tight end, and free safety.
Dude, I think edge rusher is going to be actually fun. Okay, but I want to see, can I play a full, I don't think you can play a full high school experience,
year, right,
so
is how you're going to build
that still
your
kind of kills the game for me. The
you got
game
a
mode.
decision point to make. Do you try to become a 1 of 1, or do you use a legend template? If you choose to go the 1-on-1 route, you're going to be tasked with allocating your skill points to create your rating caps. Once you get to college, you will be able to upgrade individual attributes. There will also be opportunities to earn cap breakers that you can truly make you 1 of 1 and one of the best players in college football of all time. You can also choose a legend template. This is going to allow you to set a base archetype based on college football greats. Cap breakers are also in play here, so if you're looking to take a legends ratings to the next level, you can. So we talked about rooting the mode in meaningful decisions. So new this year, we're going to be tracking those decisions throughout your career through what we're calling Legacy Score. Legacy Score is a collection of meaningful moments in your career, and it starts with your star rating in high school. And it's going to ladder all the way through another new addition, which is your NFL draft score. Every game you play, every play you make, every award you win adds up on your legacy score, and it's going to move you up the draft boards. The journey still begins in high school this year. Players loved high school. They said it was fast, fun. We heard the feedback, but we also heard the feedback that you did not feel you were being rewarded enough for base mechanics and objectives. We've rooted those objectives in situations and teaching the mechanics of the positions, while also adding hundreds of new team impacts to make you feel way more rewarded on positive plays. Also new to College Football 27 is the ability to import team
You can't play full
into
games.
high school for all of your opponents and for your college teams. In college, practice has been completely reworked. We have over 100 new football fundamentals and drills available to teach the game, earn your player XP, and reward your stick skills. Off the field, a new fitness meter has been added, impacting your players' XP, multipliers, weight, ratings increases and decreases. You're going to have to balance that fitness.
What is that
because
player
off the
build,
field,
bro?
we have over 100 new
Dude
scenarios.
looks goofy.
Audrey may be coming back.
Why is he so wide?
Alert. Many are going to throw curveballs that your player's going to have to manage on their quest for the Heisman, the national championship, or the #1 overall pick in the upcoming draft. But you cannot forget about the classroom. New to College Football 27 are tests and quizzes, actual tests and quizzes.
I don't mind it. I don't
Depending
mind
on
it.
how prepared you are, your academic meter is going to impact how hard
Dude,
the
it's
test is
college
going to
football,
be.
freaking.
So feel free to spend time on the practice
history
field
lesson,
and win
though.
your test. But if you have a big geology test
Whatever. I
coming
mean,
up,
it's
you may
fine.
need to spend some time hitting the books to ensure your
I
academic.
mean, there's no full
These are
games though, dude.
actually
That's
very
such a
hard and
killer
very
for me.
fun. The transfer portal also completely overhauled. We have brand new coach interactions. We have deeper context around schools providing you offers, or your coach may potentially ask you to leave the school. It could happen as well. And if you manage your time and energy successfully on and off the field, you may just have the chance to be invited to New York for the penultimate award in college football, the Heisman Trophy celebration.
Woohoo.
Road to Glory in College Football 27 is the culmination of a 3-year vision where we wanted to give users the ability to craft their own legacy through meaningful decisions. We cannot wait to see the archetypes created by the community and watch the content created by you, the fans.
Yeah.
The journey doesn't stop in college. There's much more waiting for you and your player when they make it to the NFL.
If they had added all of
Dynasty
that,
is about building the program. Road to Glory is about building you. This is where the college football.
if that was the 26 update for Road to Glory, and then we had something else on top of that for 27, I think it would have made a lot more sense. That all that looked like good additions, but it's still, I don't know, dude.
With college cover stars
I don't know.
Dante Moore, Malachi Tony, and Kejuan Lacey. Gentlemen, appreciate you guys coming up and chatting with us. What an exciting time for you guys to be on the cover of College Football 27. Dante, I want to ask you, as somebody who we've got these legacy scores, we've got these legend builds. You can build your player based on somebody. Was there somebody that when you were growing up, you were modeling your game after?
Yeah, that's why I wear number 5. I kind of wanted to be like Braxton Miller growing up in Ohio State.
Braxton Miller.
Ohio State University. I just want to make sure they heard that. Braxton Miller. All right, carry on.
But yeah, I feel like this Braxton, he just.
Okay, yeah. So that kind of, not gonna lie, that kind of answered that. You can't see a Boston Beast. You can't play full games. So I don't know. Like they didn't really. Let me see. Is there like a? Yeah, there's really not that much there, bro. PC. Let me see PC real quick. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, settings. No. All right. I thought maybe they're going to mention something about mods, but they didn't. Yeah, so far what I've seen, Dynasty, genuinely, it looks like they've added a lot. It almost feels like they basically took 26 off to look ahead to 27. Obviously, we'll have to see once we actually play the game because maybe it still blows. I don't know. But Dynasty, they actually had a lot to talk about. There was a lot of new things. Is this just Madden? If it is, I don't care. Yeah, I think so. Road to Glory, dude, I still don't. Dude, I don't know. I genuinely think that game mode might die. Like, I feel like a few years down the road, they're gonna just like be like, wow, 2% of the people that buy this game play Road to Glory, and they're gonna scrap it. I don't know, dude. Like, honestly, what I think is probably gonna happen with the whole open world thing, I think it's gonna become very, very similar to 2K, and the whole career part of it's not gonna be nearly as important as the park thing where you can like play. With the park, you can play like 5v5, like pickup basketball. I think it'll be something like that with, I don't know, like 7-on-7 flag football or something like that, But Dynasty, on the other hand, what am I looking at? This is sights and sounds. Just anything crazy. Drop the anchor, cool. Probably just added a bunch of new celebrations and stuff. Ooh, what is this? The traditions flow to the main. Yo, this looks fire, dude. Obviously not that important, but I like this. This reminds me of 12 and 13 a lot, dude. This is fire. And then, of course, they got their stupid EA Play ad. That's pretty fire. What else? What else we got? Rivalries are different. Not every game should carry rivalry games should feel heavier. Blah blah blah. When you are in one of those big time games, the feeling of presentation you experience should acknowledge it. More chippy animations, commentary stories, and rivalry trophies add for the big game. Never miss a moment. This is interesting. Never miss a moment in Road to Glory. This man just now subscribed. Am I missing stuff y'all care about? Nah, this is just Madden. Don't care. Really great improvement over Road to Glory this year's new presentation style that allows you to watch the game from the sideline while you're waiting to get in. Dude, wasn't that in the game like 400 years ago? All right, team upgrades. Ryan Field is here. Top 4 players of the season will make their way into the ceremony in anticipation of big call. Okay, that's cool. The Heisman ceremony will be pretty cool. New gear for you gear fellas. What do we got? Hanging mouthpieces, team logos on towels, smaller shoulder pads, new rolled-up jerseys, undershirts, clear reflective visors, waist-worn play call sheets, new captain patches, and much more. New broadcast package. To kick things off for the year, we built an all-new broadcast package for College Football 27. The goal is to simply not refresh the look of the game. We want to do the presentation to do a better job carrying the energy. New visual package. You'll see that this year in a different ways. New broadcast visuals, banners, new pacing, better support. This would be nice because some of the stuff they say right now is so stupid. Heisman's only for Road to Glory and not Dynasty? I don't... No. The ceremony's not only in Dynasty, but also Road to Glory. It's in both. Just making sure we're not missing anything. Okay. Visuals help tell the story. Narrative callbacks later in the game. Halftime around the corner. Dude, I'll be honest. I think, like, they gotta just use AI for the commentating. After seeing a few of those clips where people, obviously they're taking a clip from the game and then adding AI commentary to it, so it's obviously different than the commentary reacting live, like the AI reacting live to what's happening. But EA, you make billions of dollars, you can implement this. But that would, dude, it would be so fire. Like, it's brand new lines basically every time because the AI is just literally thinking of something to say. You have to do that at some point because the commentary is just, it kind of sucks. New halftime flow. Holly Rowe on the sideline. Joel Klatt. All right, so that's Fox. Obviously, I don't think Fox is actually going to be in the game. Oh, yeah, because Kirk Herbstreit's not in the game, which is super interesting. Was that Chris Smoove, bro? Is that Chris Smoove? So you instead of Kirk Herbstreit, it's going to be Joel Klatt. A lot of the commentary where this came down to one idea: the booth should feel more aware of what kind of game you are in. Not even the game, what kind of game you are in. I do care about what kind of game I'm in. I care about the context of the game, though. Like, can you actually say what's going on during the game? But they just can't. They can't because it's obviously pre-recorded lines. They need to use AI. That's the only way. I mean, they're saying what I'm saying, but it's just not. It's not possible, dude. It's not possible. Dynamic weather. Light rain in the first quarter can turn into a miserable fourth quarter. Good. Snow can pile up. Good. Good. Weather evolves throughout the game. Rain and snow intensifying over time. It's interesting, though. It sounds like it's only one way, meaning it'll increase. I have a feeling they did not code it to also decrease. So I bet it's only going to, like, no rain evolves into a lot of rain, and then it finishes with a lot of rain. I don't think it's going to go no rain, a lot of rain to no rain. I bet they don't have that. But still, it's a step in the right direction.
Catch, everybody can throw.
Ocho? Chad?
Tom Brady and the Peyton Mannings from the rest is upstairs.
All the mentals.
It's all mental. The game is 90% physical.
Let me see what they're about to go into, if it's anything important.
Last question. Do you want the smoke in Madden NFL 27 and College Football 27? You ready?
Who wants to lose?
I love that. We've seen what it takes to build a player, but at the NFL level, it's all about something bigger. Running a team and ultimately the entire league. This is my
Not as hyped.
This is franchise.
I think I'm more hyped this year than last year. Okay. Don't care. Dynamic rain, snow intensity, stronger visual enhanced. Music makes you lose control. 19 new pop songs. Cool. Yeah, customize your crowds. That'd be cool. All new modular camera settings. You can make your own gameplay camera package with over 16 options. Want to change your pre-play cameras and your drop back snap camera? That's interesting. All right. That works. That works for me. Presentation, that's good. What did I just hear upstairs? All right, mascot mashup. Here we go. I want to see this. I'll make sure I'm not missing it though. We're still talking about NFL. Okay. Better than ever. For the one thing is loud and clear to us. You love the oversized heads. Yes, we did. Pause. We want to bring that feeling back in mascot. New standalone mascot experience designed around fast games, school pride, collection, and fun. It's not one-to-one port of a past mode. It's a new take built for CFB 27 systems, powered by trophy room progression, created for players who want a low-pressure, high-energy way to celebrate the mascot's traditions and personality of college football. Okay, so it's going to be different. We heard you, and we built bigger. Ever since we announced that college football is coming back, you continues to tell us how much you wanted mascot-focused gameplay to return. Mascot mashup is built to be approachable. Yes, okay. This is a mode for fans who want to... What am I hearing, bro? I'm about to get murked in my own house. Party-ready version of Play Now and built specifically for mascots. Every mascot is 99 overall. Okay, that's like the previous one. The execution time and play calling stick skills. You still need to read the field. We also added mascot adjacent sound effects to help support the vibe. Supports online, offline. At launch, mascot mashup supports online, offline, and play a friend. Okay, so that's cool. You couldn't play online mascot mashup mode back in the day, I don't think. I don't know why they say at launch, though. Like, this is... I don't know. It's... Like, are you going to remove it later? Like, that's cool. Okay, so you play online. Yeah, that'll be fun. At launch, mascot mashup includes 120 total playable mascots. You will start with 10 mascots already unlocked, including Oregon, Alabama, Ohio State, JMU, and more. These programs were selected from the... There's 75... additional mascots to unlock, giving players a full collection journey inside mascot mashup. Whether you want to unlock your favorite school first, chase rivals, work through conferences. Okay, that's interesting. I like this. This is what I was saying. Like, if there's like fun challenges to achieve or to complete, my boy Otto. Exclusive trick plays. You will also see fancy ball carrier moves, including the return of the side flip inspired by Insplay 14. Let's go. Fancy passes, higher jumps. Hit sticks can cause fumbles. Dude, I think it's just going to be like such a stupid game. Like, it's going to be fun. Aura farming. Unique touchdown celebrations. Okay, here. Making progression feel good. We want to unlock path to be clear. We want everyone to win. Every win to matter. Win a play now game as that team to unlock its mascot. So if I want to unlock Out of the Orange, I got to use Syracuse. Once you meet the requirement, that mascot becomes available in mascot mashup. See, okay, and also, like, that's so simple. That's so simple, but it's like such a non-annoying way to get people to continue to play their game. Like, oh, I want to have Out of the Orange, so I have to play a game with Syracuse and win that game, right? And it gets people to keep playing. That's what they did back in the day. I don't know why they ever got rid of stuff like that. Like, in just gaming in general. Powered by the trophy room, so your mascots show up in the trophy room. These are the ones you have unlocked at launch. Not Out of the Orange. Not the Stanford tree is not there. I feel like they've been on the screen for a minute, bro.
Like Kurt said, like I said, linemen are people. Linemen are important. We're not going to do that.
What are we next? Closed beta. So this is available to play now, right? No? Oh, 10 p.m. So 50 minutes. No capture zone. I'm just not doing it, bro. I can't. I need to. I still don't. I need to understand the subscription. Like, do I actually get the game? Do I get to keep the game is what I'm saying. Like, do I own the game? Once the 12 months are up, do I get to keep the game? If you want to play in 50 minutes, you have to get the... You have to get this. Go to this website. I'll put it in the chat. Click become a member. Join one. It's $150 for 12 months. I just don't understand. This is a pre-purchase of a membership. Gameplay access. Dude, I don't think you keep the game, bro. If the only difference is because it's the same price as the bundle before. If the only difference is you don't get to keep the game now, that's like the biggest scam ever. I don't get it. Road to the college football playoff. I don't care too much about it. Home field, top 12. I know there were some changes. I think I saw some, you could use like custom playbooks now and stuff, which I don't think you could do before. All right, okay, so that was like main. Let's get back to Dynasty now, because there's so much in here. Like there's so much in here. Make sure I'm not missing anything. They're still talking about Madden. Still talking about Madden, dude.
Now
honestly,
the guy you just built.
They probably aren't going to come back to college. I guess they already talked about college. I didn't know if they haven't shown like mascot mashup yet. Year 3 of the original vision, blah, blah, blah. All right, this is just like, so we saw the AD expectations. Let me make this bigger. Make the national championship in the next 7 seasons. Dude, the next 7 seasons seems kind of crazy. I feel like at these big-time programs like at Ohio State, it would be like the next 4 seasons or something. See, this seems stupid to me. Obviously, beat Michigan, yes. And maybe if it was like beat Michigan by 2 scores, I would get that too. Like, you want to beat them bad. But beat them by 3+ points seems so dumb to me. Like, if I beat them by 2, you're going to be upset? I don't know. That just seems stupid. And these will actually be important to get because you get these dynasty points, which they look to be very important. Keeping the same score bug? I think it was from... Where's the gameplay? Wait, was there no gameplay deep dive? Dude, there's no. Oh wait, dude, it's the big one right here. I'm an idiot. And then also, I didn't click on this one. What is this?
More value, more access, and more football for the same price as the MVP bundle. Now here are just a few highlights. Members will be the first to play earlier than ever before with 7 days early access. Members will receive guaranteed access to our beta programs. By the way, that starts tonight.
The MVP
for
bundle
college
still
football after the
exists?
show, moments away. And members will receive exclusive progression content in some of your favorite modes, like franchise, like Dynasty in Madden and college football. And members will also receive exclusive launch content and content throughout each month in Ultimate Team to help you build and progress and compete with your fantasy team. All together, this is the most value we've ever offered at launch. And importantly, we're going to continue adding value to the MVP Plus membership over time so our most loyal fans feel rewarded and recognized playing college football and Madden NFL year after year. You can sign up for EA Sports MVP membership starting right now, as I said. And again, thank you all for joining us here tonight. We do have our creators starting right after this, so don't go anywhere. I hope you had a great night. This was our opening drive. Thank you to everybody that joined us. Have a great night.
I don't think you keep the game. I think it's just a year-over-year thing. Once you hit that 12 months, it's going to switch to 28, and then the next year 29. I don't think you keep the game.
The entire league. Everything you do carries forward. Every decision matters. This is one connected football
Which would be
experience.
such
where
a
every
scam,
moment,
bro.
Every moment and every decision builds on the last. This is the future of football at EA Sports, where millions of fans don't just watch the game, they build it, live it, and shape where it goes next. This is College Football 27 and Madden NFL 27. Build it, live it, control it. This is your football journey. And now, the moment you've all been waiting for, your favorite creators and athletes playing the games earlier than we've ever seen them before, live here in Chicago. Let's look at who we have here, a full array of creators.
Wait.
And I'm going to have some guests up here on the desk.
Is Bordeaux playing live right now? He is.
This year in this first period. This first period is just for scouting. And it's looking like we're going to probably go after Channing Alden.
Comes
or
in monthly
Jason Gammon.
too?
They just got
Dude, I would
94 throw
imagine.
power, 88 speed, solid quarterback, good builds. I really like the menu screens. I'm not going to bore you all too much with them. I've decided to put some decent teams on Kentucky's schedule. It's
Ew, I
going to
don't
be
know if I
a
like
hard
the
time to
menu
have
screens.
success with them. I guess this is my camera right up there.
I feel like it looks more
But
like Madden.
We'll start against Western. We got Alabama on here. We got Texas A&M. Maybe we will just skip to the Alabama game. I guess I should start by breaking down the blueprint since that is the new stuff here.
You can't buy
Managing
monthly?
facilities here at Kentucky, I don't
Then
have to
why
do
is it
anything
even
when
a
it comes to upgrading
subscription?
them.
What's
Like,
I don't
you
get it.
have to get to a national powerhouse. You might start with basic or competitive at a Kent State. That's going to be the example I use a lot of. But since Kentucky is a big SEC program, we don't have to worry too much about that. I can make their facility grades go up still. There are additional things in here that will help our program, but it costs part of our budget, and we only have 1,300 points to spend. If I'm going to start recruiting really well, I can't be spending this much budget on some of this stuff. So it's going to be a real challenge. Even at Kentucky and SEC, I got teams with 3 times as much money as we do. I can't afford that. And one thing
Too
I've
in
learned,
depth? I don't think so.
you have
I mean,
to
I
be
enjoy this
very
though. I like this type of
careful
stuff.
with the money you have. Oh, we got Cam Newton right there. Isn't that cool?
So-
Everyone is watching, and nobody is here for me. This is actually crazy. I casually got some legends behind me. What is my life?
I would not be able to focus playing this. Yeah, when freaking Cam Newton is walking behind me, bro.
The offseason, the transfer portal. If you have
So one thing about this, if you think it's too much, I think they said you can set it to where there's like just a generic management system, and it'll do it for you. So it'll manage the blueprint budget thing for you, and you don't have to worry about it if you don't want to do it. It's kind of like the auto recruiting stuff, which auto recruiting sucks. So hopefully it doesn't suck like that.
find funny about this screen, oh, they don't do it anymore. Never mind. I can't say that. It has been fixed. That's one of the things about these betas, these early builds. But I think you can change gear on some of these players this year.
Some of that gear.
And I really like the hanging mouthpieces. I told you all this whole time, just voice what you want about the game online, and the devs see it. So we got all these different colors with the hanging mouthpieces. And let's get a one-leg sleeve going, too. That was what started all of this. Let's get that one-leg sleeve going, too. We'll get that on one of our guys. I'll actually have to drip out some of my players this year.
Dude, I'll be honest,
but
too.
hopefully equipment community.
With the equipment, too, it's like it's such small things that it's almost annoying because like you could have easily put that in 26 with one update, you know, Like, you didn't need to wait, but they purposely wait so they can add, so it looks like they're adding a bunch of new stuff. Like, I understand, like, a stadium builder, that's something that takes a long time to work on, and then you drop it in the new game. I get that, but simply allowing us to go from 2 leg sleeves to 1 leg sleeves, you know, like, I don't know.
So if these 80 expectations, Will looking better than ever.
24 months.
What I need to achieve
Top
this
50,
season,
bro. Let's go.
I need to maintain our really good facilities. I got to beat Louisville, and I need to average at least 27 points per game this year. Beating Louisville is one I can lock in.
Yeah, auto
Go
recruiting,
to Blueprint,
it's still bad.
Gameplay. You're going to have a lot of gameplays. How do recruits look? I don't know if they're that much different than last year off of what I've seen so far.
So you still
we'll
got
do
a lot
brief
of
overview here too. We're doing some scouting. I was saying you can't offer scholarships early on, but here's a brief look. Probably
you
a lot
can't
less
offer
Indians
scholarships early on.
and a lot less blonde, long hair on them. That's at least what we're all
Less
hoping
Indians.
for. This guy looks like an offensive lineman. I would expect Luis Cloud with a nice little double chin to be playing on the line. We got a Jim as well. I think that animation's a little bit goofy, but it's fun. I want gyms to mean something. I'm pretty sure it's the same gym system where even if they're a bust, this kid could come in with like star development. We just know that if we find a gym, they're guaranteed impact at least. But gosh, I got like 50 people around.
Yeah, what is
for someone
what is
that
happening?
sits in his room playing Dynasty? I mean, everyone's locked in for this game right here. All right, let's go ahead and let's start getting into the season a little bit. Play at North Dakota State. Hang on. The Fargo Dome is not in the game. I will say that. We'll play against North Dakota State. Let's do that.
Yeah, let me
but
see.
The
let
Fargo
me see some
Dome's
of these
not
new
in,
teams.
and Sac State's not in.
I
It's
don't
actually a good
love
thing
the new
that
like aesthetic.
we are even
It looks
able
too much
to
like
have
Madden,
these
in my
teams in the
opinion.
game since they decided that they were moving up to FBS last second. Bro, there's no way there's this bug. I just flicked. Oh, the mosquito is on my light now. That's cool. The ballroom here is sick, by the way. Let's play North Dakota State. We'll get that out there. If I lose to North Dakota State, we're going to have a problem. I have heard Heisman difficulty is even harder this season. I briefly played a game.
That's fine.
Listen, I wasn't playing that much. I wasn't paying too much attention. But I was Michigan. I was against Kent State.
Yeah, dude.
And Kent State was up 10-0 at halftime on 3-minute quarters. So I'm a little bit scared.
I don't know.
Same
A lot of
type of system here with players wanting to transfer out.
The
So you have to manage
cosmetic
them wanting
look,
to
the
transfer.
aesthetics, it's
If you offer them
very
a bunch of
Madden-esque.
money, there's a good
Which I don't
chance
love.
they return. But you all will see once we get to the end of the season. It is brutal. I also like these screens quite a bit. It makes the Dynasty feel a little bit more alive. So
Yeah, I mean, that
just
stuff's
look
cool
around,
with the
see some of these
player.
players on the screen. Some of the pictures are goofy. I'm not going to sit there and say they're not. Why, Kentucky? I'm a huge Kentucky fan. It's good to meet you, bro. Whoa, what's wrong with Kentucky?
Who's he talking to? This
Listen,
ain't Michael
we're
Vick,
coming
is
back.
it?
This time, next year, we're going to look back at this. We're going to be like, after an 8-4 season, momentum with Will Stein.
Is that Cam Newton?
8-5.
Why
after
is he
winning the
wearing?
bowl.
Is he wearing a Michael Vick?
Listen, Auburn's been in a similar situation.
This kid, dude, this kid who I
Let's
was
see what
DMing
happens
with on
against Auburn this
I've told
year.
the story before. Literally, this guy Bordeaux started as an
No
Instagram
faith,
account
Cams.
just like me.
I need you to
And
have some
dude
faith.
told me we gotta get on YouTube during revamp. He said we gotta get on YouTube. We could blow up.
This is ridiculous.
And
Kentucky can't be
I
getting
didn't
flamed by Cam
disagree,
Newton
but I was just
2 minutes
I was
into
in
this. What
college.
happened, bro?
During school,
What
during
happened to
like
my
I was
camera?
taking classes, blah blah blah.
Getting
I
flamed
should have
for no
taken it
reason.
serious like this guy.
All right.
He blew up.
Let's set up this weekly
I
practice
can't sound
plan.
salty though. I'm happy for him.
This is what
Truly.
I'm talking about.
It's great, dude. Living the
What
dream.
is life? What is happening? We got to grind out Dynasty. You can set all of this.
Literally, like
I'll be honest.
2021, this guy's
I've just gotten
DMing me,
annoyed by it
telling me
because I sim through the
we
weeks
gotta-
really
we
fast.
gotta
and I
grind
wasn't even
YouTube.
going in and
I'm
saving
an
it.
idiot. Why did I
So
listen, bro?
It'll pop this up. What you need to do is just go in, set your practice plan. It auto does whatever you want and just confirm it with the X button. And then once this pops up, you're good to go. It won't ask for
Truly, big
confirmation.
fumble. Truly.
Just a note there if you're trying to get through the weeks real fast.
Does nobody else
We
think the
can't
menus
play a
and
game
stuff
yet.
kind of
We
looks like
can't have success with Kentucky
like,
until we go after one of these quarterbacks. This is where we can actually
or look
offer
like Madden?
scholarships, and you'll see the real implications of NIL. I feel like we could get Jason Gammon. He's from Rhode Island.
LaRonde,
There's
by
not
the way,
many
I don't think I'll
pipelines
get the
there.
subscription either.
He's going to want 245 NIL to just sign with us. Now, in another year or two, he's going to want like 400 NIL. But you can offer him more, and this will give you even a bigger boost.
So that's a lot. Like, so you can see he only has about 2,000 points total, and this guy wants 245. So like, and you don't only spend this on NIL. So like, if you're dropping over 200 on recruits, you're gonna run out of points quickly.
5-star, that's gonna be our focus. And then for the rest of these guys, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait until we offer some scholarships out. Don't ask me for recruiting tips. Like I said, I've spent a few hours in Dynasty.
Dude.
I don't know what to do.
Wouldn't,
I think 25 points might be the move.
If they invite me to the freaking
might be the move on some of these players.
Nah, I would try to hold my ground
very fast. But let's lock in. Let's get into a game. Let's see what's going on.
So yeah, the recruiting system is exactly the same except the NIL Dynasty blueprint stuff.
I got to take down my pin message,
Looks like you can get the bundle and keep
now
the
that
game.
they're letting me stream. It was like 15 minutes late. It's stressful,
So how much
man,
is the
getting all this
MVP
stuff
bundle?
out. We got all the content prepared.
They still have the MVP bundle?
I don't know how to take down the pin message. It's going to be there.
Do you get his points back if he doesn't sign?
I
don't think so.
Stream. All right.
Well, I don't even know actually.
Let's get into this game.
You probably do. You just lose him while it's assigned to him, and then you get him back,
You
I
know
guess,
what?
if he doesn't sign.
Am I
maybe.
able? Let's go limited practice on some of these guys. I want them to be as fresh as could be. I know it's the first game of the season.
Weekly practice
Let's get this game
plan.
going. North Dakota State. First look at North Dakota State and Kentucky in College Football 27. Oh, man. I am stoked. You can also
North
set
Dakota
crowd
State,
patterns.
bro.
I think you got to go for the blue-white game. We're going for the blue-white game.
Wait, he said the Fargo Dome
yes,
is not
sir.
in the game? Is
About
it going
to
to
get
be in the
Kentucky
game?
some action.
Is it going to be in the game at launch, or they just don't have their stadium? It's on sale for $140. Okay, but here's the. Does the MVP bundle still exist or no? I don't understand. Let me see. I need to get it on PC, dude, but low-key, I don't know if my PC can handle it. So here's the MVP bundle. This is the bundle. This is the standard, the normal bundle where you buy both games. I don't understand. What is the difference? Like with this, do you keep the game after? It's a subscription. Why is it the same price? I truly don't get this. Like, you're getting more benefits, but like, couldn't I just get this and then cancel? I think, dude, I don't think you keep the game. I think that has to be the difference. You get more benefits, but you don't keep the game. They don't want you to cancel it, because then if you cancel it, you don't have a game after that. I think that's how it works. So I don't think you get to keep the games if you do the subscription. It's just going to roll into the next year and you get 28. But if you cancel it, you don't have a game. So yeah, you get extra benefits, but you don't own the game. And it's the same price. That makes... So if it's the same price... So you're literally... All it is you're... In exchange for not owning the game, you're getting extra benefits. Some of y'all might be fine with that because you might be like, I'm buying the new game anyway, so if I get 28, like, it's fine. But for me, if I'm paying $150, I want to own the game, you know? All right, I get it now. I get it now. Yeah, okay, we're two different gameplay. Oh, wait, we got two different games going on. Let's see what this game real quick.
More of a play design of
Yeah. When he comes in, and Kirk can speak from personal experience, he's in a hostile environment. He's going like this. He knows he's going right to
My
his
bad.
smash line.
No, I
He
don't.
already knows he's going to that macro adjustment. He may have a slide protection.
Wait, what the? What is this? I don't want to watch this. All right, go back.
Be a stream, and I'll just be playing through, so we'll get a better look. We made the tackle. I don't think we should have made that tackle. Uh-oh.
Dude.
This is nuts, man. We got Cam scoring touchdowns on Caleb Williams, and I'm just sitting here with Kentucky. Lock in. Stop North Dakota State, man. Stop North Dakota State.
I mean, IRL, I'm taking North Dakota State.
Well, why did he fall down?
Why did he fall?
He had to touch him. He had a touchdown.
Actually, not gonna lie, then
Do you see those
Kentucky,
words?
it's
I do
new,
see the words.
new hire
Were
and
the
some of
words
the
on the
portal
menus?
additions.
I wasn't even looking.
I think they actually
feel
look
like they
kinda
weren't as
decent.
obvious in the menus. We're not going to get a stop. I'm telling you right now, I have not gotten a single stop. I've only played a few drives, so don't. Also, the controls are different.
Madden
so like I
pissing you
wanted
off?
to pinch
Dude,
my
I
line, but
have
I
paid not
I think it's
any attention to
different
Madden.
controls. Make that tackle. That's fine. That's fine. We'll hold him to 3. Oh boy, I'm missing donos, man. I can't even scroll up and see. Please don't donate money to me, chat. I'm not going to be able to see the messages. I have no mouse control over my chat there. I want to be able to read those. They're not about the score. They're not about the score.
y'all watching me,
of all time.
watching him
Let's lock in.
play this game.
Fake. Oh, the check down's there.
Dude, if he just makes the tackle, it's not.
This is
Look
going to
at
be
that.
a long year. This
Dude,
is
you see
going
their
to be a
quarterback's
long year
face
because
scan,
it's
bro?
harder in the menus and the gameplay's a lot harder. A lot harder. Playing North Dakota State and not running the power.
My Xbox Game Pass subscription just.
What am I doing for
I
my
got
dynasty?
charged.
I don't know yet.
If I'm already
I have
paying
no
for
idea.
that,
I have a team in mind, but they don't
I ain't
want me.
paying for no
It's not a
MVP
fun
plus bundle
situation.
or subscription.
Oh, we didn't go anywhere. You were on the stream and they immediately went off you. Did they say I'm bored? I'm boring? I'm used to it. I'm used to it. Road to Glory? I'm excited for Road to Glory this year. I know that they brought multiple positions, and I got to get into the defensive side, but just being able to build out my stats specifically.
Yeah, but
All
it's
right.
just like you're.
Lock
I
in.
just feel like you're
Lock
missing
in. We'll take it.
so much
15.
when it comes to the high school stuff.
15. Look at overalls.
I don't know.
I'm not.
I'll
doing
give it.
Road
I'll
to
give it
Glory in
another
this. They
try
got
this
me on
year, but I
Dynasty.
got a feeling we're gonna hate it again.
They got me on Dynasty. Do we think Anderson's winning that press on the outside? I'm putting my faith in him. Anderson, touchdown. Anderson, touchdown. Go. Go. Run. Look at that
Okay,
push off.
That's that new
Okay, well, there's a flag. There's a
PI.
flag. It's
That was the
on us?
new. What do they call
Oh,
it?
no.
Jostle or whatever.
In the last games, it would have always
You
been on
slow
the
the
defense,
receiver
man.
down.
I don't
New
have the new
positions: tight
setting on
end,
for the
edge
catching
rusher,
either.
and free
I'm a
safety.
sim guy. I want my guys to make the catch based off of stats. I don't really want to time it up and green it. Injury time.
Yeah, so he's not using that
the
new
stripe
catch
crowd looks
thing.
good at least. But if people are clipping up my first game, not good. Let's see. Can we get CJ Baxter going? Baxter, get off of the blocker. All right, that's fine. That's fine.
The point is,
CJ,
EA is looking to
CJ.
keep people to getting the bundle every year, so
Let me
they
down.
have this
Let me down.
subscription.
Good guy though. Good guy. I need to tell him I'm using
But
him right now. I'm playing with him. Pause.
It just doesn't make any sense though, because it doesn't make any sense because they're both $150, the bundle and the subscription. And the subscription comes with more benefits, and you can cancel it. So let's say I get 11 months and 29 days into it, I cancel it. Like, can I do that? I own the games, and I got all those benefits. I don't. Maybe I guess I feel like that doesn't make sense. I feel like the difference is that you don't own the game, and you get 28 when you re-up. I could be wrong, but that's kind of how I'm interpreting it.
I don't know what to say, man. Get me back into the menus. Get me off of this, dude. What are we doing? What are we doing? I'm better in the menus.
This guy's about to lose.
I'm better in the menus. Look, we're doing. Oh no, we're gonna.
Let's
lose
go,
this, aren't
Bison.
We are gonna lose this. This is what the sim looks like if you're curious. It looks the exact same as it has in previous years. Lock in. Lock in. North Dakota State. They're on a 4th and 4.
Can you
they're
cancel?
Punting. They're punting.
Yeah,
They're
you
boring.
can cancel.
I might give North Dakota
You think
State
if
a
you
chance.
subscribe, you have to pay $150
They have
for
it.
the rest
Okay,
of your
okay.
life every single
All right,
year?
This is our time to shine.
I think that's illegal.
Lock in. After this, I do want to take y'all through Dynasty. I know people don't watch me for the gameplay.
Yeah,
it.
dude.
Pick it. Pick it. We got one.
Like,
we
I'm
might
not
actually not
a great
lose.
player,
we
dude,
might
but
actually
I'm pretty sure I'm
not
better than Bordeaux.
lose. Oh my gosh, I'm getting hype off of beating
I
the
just verified on the
computer.
EA page of the membership.
This is the greatest thing of
frequently-
all time,
Wait, I
man.
gotta check that out.
Let's go.
I mean, if that's how it works, then why do I not just get the subscription over the bundle? Because I'm the type of person to easily cancel it. I guess some people just forget and re-up. I don't know. A lot of times what I'll do is I subscribe to something, and literally the day I subscribe, I cancel it. So, like, I have it for however long I subscribe, but it doesn't automatically do it again. So how do I look at this? FAQs? What if I don't want to? Okay, let me read that. What happens if? Okay, let me read this. Will I lose access to the games if I cancel? Okay, I want to read all those. Oh, it just takes me. I'm an idiot. Okay. Nope. Where'd it go? Will I lose? No, you continue to have access to both the games included in the membership if you cancel. Okay, but hang on. You continue to have access to both games through the length of your subscription, 12 months, and then after that, do you have access to the games? See, this is how they get you. This is how they get you, bro. Because yeah, like if I subscribe today and then cancel it, I have access for 1 year. It's just not going to re-up. I have access for 12 months now. Do I have access that 13th month? You'll receive a pack at the beginning of each month. Total 12. So see, again, you'll continue receiving those packs for the 12 months. Yeah, dude, I don't think you own the game, dude. And is there another frequently asked question I need to look at? Yeah, you didn't buy it. You just subscribed. Yeah, I don't think you own it, bro. And they're intentionally not making it clear. I don't think you own it. You get it for the 12 months and then you lose it. And if you subscribe again, then you get 28, but I don't think you own it. See, this is how they get y'all, bro. This is how they get you. They say, and goes for every company ever, dude. That's how they get you. They say things that sound like you're what you want, but it's not.
I haven't played for long enough to really know any metas or anything. We have to beat Louisville. We might sim to the Louisville game. This is a good time to actually test.
I don't think you own it.
Recruiting, but at the same time, I really do want to try and sign this 5-star. We're not.
Have they said if PC has Dynasty crossplay with console? That is a very good question. Let's take a look.
We are going to need to offer him a lot more money.
PC deep dive.
I think we're going to need to offer Jason Gammon a lot more. That's our best chance at signing him. For most of these guys, we're
There's
just gonna
no
leave
crossplay mentioned here. I don't know, dude.
All right, boys. Let's get a little bit more equipment in here. I said I was going to do it. The quarterback wristbands look a lot better on this screen. The quarterback wristbands look better, so we're going to put one on Kenny Minchie.
You only have access to it as long as you're subscribed.
I think is the exact same. Headgear.
Yeah, you'll have access to it for 12 months.
Man. I'm not.
If you renew the subscription, you're going to get 28.
Some of the stuff y'all have done.
Look, if you're somebody who knows, if you know you're going to buy Madden and college football every single year, you want the new game, you want the benefits, you want the deluxe edition, yeah, sure, I mean, do it. Like, if you're going to get the new game anyways, then yeah. But, like me, if I'm going to spend $150, I want to own the game. And, like, obviously I make content, so I'm probably going to get the new game. But if one day in the future I stop making content, I'm probably not going to buy the new game, to be honest with you, because, like, I maybe buy it every 2 years, maybe 3 years, something like that, but every single year, probably not. I make content, so yeah, I'll buy it every single year, but otherwise I probably wouldn't be. Here's some of the customization.
You know, I should probably go to left wrist. Should probably get there. All right, let's get that.
Dude, that's a good question. Let me see about Rainmaker. So I read about it a little bit. The Rainmaker was the only thing. Is that what it's called? This is gameplay. I want to be Dynasty. Rainmaker, I think, was the like main thing. Rainmaker. I don't know if it says. They mentioned the Rainmaker. Here we go. The second new archetype, which is available to yeah. Okay, so you don't get this. You don't get this if you're not subscribed, which is mind-boggling, dude. That is mind-boggling. And it's still a pretty small thing, right? That's not that big of a deal. But you already know where they're going with this, dude. You already know. Like, they're gonna keep adding benefits when in reality it's you not letting me access things unless I, subscribe. No, you don't own the game. You don't own the game. I'm like 98% sure you don't own the game if you subscribe. Rainmaker focus on NFL. Game more. So Rainmaker includes 4 exclusive abilities. Dealmaker increases recruiting influence from NIL offers. Budget booster increases from the dynasty points earned from my school grades. It just helps you. It just gives you more NIL to spend on recruits. Is what it does. Again, like that in of itself is not that crazy. But
not going.
What about next year and the year after and the year after? Next thing you know, I gotta subscribe to play freaking Dynasty mode, bro.
I don't think so.
Like,
don't quote me on it.
I'm gonna buy the game and it's gonna say Dynasty mode's locked because I didn't subscribe.
Like, this 3-star wants 80 NIL. He's a 67 overall when he comes in.
Yes, that is.
I'm not doing
I think that's accurate. I think if you do subscribe, that's a decent benefit. I will say, if you do subscribe, I think you get where is that? Can I play the game on both consoles? Where is that? Never mind. Okay, I read it wrong, or I didn't really read it. I just saw this and assumed you could play it. You can only play it on one platform. So no, you can't do that either. Dude, I don't see the benefit here. Like, if you are someone who's going to buy the deluxe version of both games every single year and you know that for a fact, okay, sure, it makes sense, I guess. But I feel like that is such a small amount of people. Like, who is buying deluxe version every single year of both games? Is that, like, actually a decent amount of people? And, okay, it looks like it's not even on... You can't even do it on PC. It's not on PC. It's only on Xbox and PlayStation. Nah, dude, it's trash. It's trash, bro. It's trash. It's trash. No.
What's the max recruiting class size? I think it's the same as it has been.
Yeah, dude, it's trash.
I think so, at least.
I guess if you want to play the game literally
you
today,
should rebuild Nebraska again.
You can play it in 17 minutes
hard
if you
committed and
get
soft
that.
committed. So
but you got to pay
this is a whole other thing.
$150.
Flipping recruits is like a much bigger deal now. They took out the top 8, and so like now you'll see you go open, top 5, top 3, soft commit, hard commit, and that gap between soft commit and hard commit, those guys are flipping. Those guys are flipping. So
I know the game is the subscription on Steam.
This guy's locked in for good.
Because I just the FAQ just said it's only on Xbox and PlayStation.
If we wanted, we could try to get back into this battle. I don't need the 3-star. We weren't putting any hours into him, but that is something to keep an eye on.
Stuff I'm actually hyped for. It's all in Dynasty mode, if I'm being honest, which is fine. I mean, that's the main thing I care about. Dynasty points / NIL. Hyped for. Flipping commits, decommitting. That's fire. Love that.
I guess that's gonna do.
Coaching carousel / hiring coordinators looks pretty cool. I think that should be a lot better.
How much money? Do we do it? Do we pay Jason the
do it.
max
Give him
amount
give
of
him
money?
the
This is
$490.
like half of our budget. It's half our budget, dude. He's getting it.
He did it. That's crazy.
He's getting the hard sell. We're gonna get him on a visit.
Are there any do you see any shortcuts here, dude? Because that's one thing I do get annoyed with. It's so tedious.
I think it's gonna lead to a lot more.
It doesn't look like. Dude, they need to add shortcuts. Let me offer all of my people a scholarship. Like, why do I have to individually go click it? when I have unlocked the ideal pitch, it should just highlight it for me.
Don't know.
So like, why do I have to go find the ideal pitch when I've already discovered it, you know? And that's annoying.
What do the top stories look like? So we got Conference Clash, Wildcats out of hostile territory.
Stadium Creator, dude. Genuinely, Stadium Creator, it's not a full-fledged Stadium Creator like in MLB The Show, but it's enough. That might be my #1 thing, dude. That genuinely might be my #1 thing.
Thrown for 7 touchdowns. It's not terrible. He's probably rushed for a good bit. He'll probably beat us as well. South Carolina's 3-1. I don't want to say anything too bad. We're not averaging enough points per game right now to meet our
$150 version on Steam. Yeah, the $150 version on Steam is the deluxe version. There's still a deluxe version. See, this is the difference. This is the difference. I know people, it's confusing. It's confusing, and it's intentionally confusing, bro. It's intentionally confusing. There's a $150 MVP bundle that they've had now for 3 straight years. You get the deluxe version of Madden and the deluxe version of college football. So you get all the benefits of the deluxe version. You get 3-day early access. You can also individually buy the deluxe versions of the game, which is $100 a piece. So you can, the standard base game, here we go. Let's go through it all. Standard base game, $70. There's nothing, it's just the standard base game. You don't get anything extra. All right. You can then buy the deluxe version of each game, which is $100. So if you want to buy the deluxe version of each game separately, it would be $200. But that would be stupid. Pause. This new menu looks sick. All right, resume. Obviously, that would be stupid because that's $200. If you're going to buy the deluxe version of each game, you should buy the MVP bundle, which is $150. You own both games. You get 3-day early access plus other benefits. All right. Then there is the MVP Plus subscription, which is also $150 for 12 months. You get extra benefits on top of the MVP bundle, right? You can play it literally in 13 minutes if you do that. It's $150 for 12 months. You do not have to renew it. However, if you cancel or even when the 12 months ends, you do not own College Football 27. You do not own Madden 27, to my understanding. If you re-up, then you get 28 for 12 months. And if you re-up, you get 29 for 12 months. But you don't own the game. It's just a subscription. Games used to be $40. Dude, I know. It's crazy. It's crazy. All right. What are we doing? We need to get back into it. Where are we? I still haven't gone through the gameplay deep dive, really. Wrong? You keep it? No. I'm gonna have to make a video about this or something. You keep it for the 12 months. Dude, you gotta read it carefully. It's fishy. It's fishy. You keep it for the 12 months, I think. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm like 98% sure you don't get to keep the game after the 12 months.
But we do need to make sure we have some players signed before the transfer portal. But I also just want to go ahead and get farther into the year.
Go to the questions about not renewing.
No, dude,
Let me read it again.
I'll do it
Make sure I'm not misunderstanding. I'm fairly certain. Will I lose access to my games if I cancel? Again, they make this intentionally confusing. No, you will continue to have access to both games included in the membership if you cancel. Included in the membership. It doesn't say anything about after the 12 months. I'm very confident in saying you get it. Like if you subscribe today and cancel today, you still have it for the 12 months. But you don't get to keep it after the 12 months. If you renew, then you get 28. But they intentionally make it sound, like, oh, you get to keep the game, not after the 12 months. You don't own the game.
That can be helpful. But
they do it like that.
Man, we're 2-7. We're 2-7. What is happening, bro? 73 points to Texas.
Yeah, so after 12 months, if you renew, it's another $150. You get 28, Madden 28, CFB 28. You play it for 12 months, you renew another $150, you get Madden 29, College Football 29. If you're gonna buy the games anyways,
I was
sure.
telling the Kentucky people, like, I'm gonna showcase y'all. This will be the first
But you don't get to keep the games. Like if one year you're like, you know what, I don't, I'm getting tired of, I don't want to spend $150. You cancel. Well, guess what? The past 4 years of playing 27, 28, 29, 30, you don't own any of them. You got to go buy them now. Which I guess, to be fair, at that point, they'd be cheaper. But you don't want to be playing the 4-year-old game for $20 or whatever. Yes, you will get Madden 27 and College Football 27, the deluxe version of both, if you subscribe. But there's also just the bundle, the regular bundle where you buy it.
We're going to go to that one.
I'm personally probably just going to get the deluxe version of college football. Is probably what I'm going to do, which is $100.
Dude, what are we doing, boys? Y'all are going so fast in the chat. I'm not a good reader. L reader. Don't say L reader, actually.
Dude, and that's another good point, Beetle. If your internet goes out or something, I don't think you'd be able to play it because you just have the. I guess maybe if you download it, you might be able to. I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if your internet goes out, you can't even play because you don't own the game and it's like you have to play via internet connection. I don't know that for sure.
All of these guys are taking the week off because they're injured.
You can play in 9 minutes if you get the MVP Plus subscription. We got to pin some of these messages.
Have had wear and tear build up. Ooh, look at the player.
Do you still need Xbox Live to play Online Dynasty? I'm pretty sure. You have to have online. You have to have Xbox Live to play any online game that's not free. I'm pretty sure. To play online.
Quality of life thing, so you don't have to click into every single player, but. If you go over to the player cards
dude, there's so many people in here that keep, y'all keep saying the same thing. It's because y'all are joining as I'm saying it. You didn't. We've gone through it 4 times.
Which is just another thing you can sort by.
You only get to keep it for the 12 months. I'm pretty sure.
Are these kids right here? Let's get Kenny Minchie up there. He will have an 80 overall.
How do I get the membership? Guys, just Google it. Just Google this. It'll come up.
But
you can subscribe.
Yeah.
Become a member.
These are some of his stats. That's what I wanted to show, really.
All right. I'm going to stop watching this for a bit. And let's go back. So I want to get through a lot of this, but honestly, gameplays, it's just going to be, it's just so much text. So much text. There was just a huddle. What is the huddle? Is this the huddle? Yeah, this is just like a overview of everything. Cool. Okay. Yeah, new positions. LaRonde's got it. Edge rusher, tight end, and free safety. Bought the $135 beta, but it's not letting me in without a test code. Did you get the MVP Plus subscription or did you buy the MVP bundle? 2 different things. All right, you know what I want to go look at is I'm looking at stuff I don't care about. Let's go. What do y'all want to look at? I personally want to go look at the Dynasty. I want to go look at the Stadium Builder is what I want to look at. Well, let's start at Team Builder. Team Builder has always been about giving you the tools to create the school stories and Dynasty experience that matter the most to you. Since its return, it's been incredible to see the programs players have built, the details they have poured into them, and the stories they have created around the teams. This year we focused on the sights and sounds of Saturday. Okay, that doesn't tell us much. I want to read this again because how much can I actually customize? So you get one of 4 base stadiums. These bases range from higher end high school style stadium to small and mid-sized stadiums that can fit a variety of team builder identities. So 4 base stadiums, how much can I change? Whether you're creating a high school local powerhouse or a smaller school trying to grow into something bigger, Stadium Build gives you flexibility. Okay. After selecting the base stadium, you can begin editing with the structures around it. Available options depend on the base stadium you choose. So it'll be interesting to see what the options are for each base stadium because they differ. But can include the stadium backdrop, jumbotron, and zone building, end zone building. So this thing, and edge wall. Backdrops let you shape the world around your stadium with the options like a city skyline or mountain range. Jumbotron and end zone building options let you define the look of the stadium itself, while edge wall customization gives you control over details like wall type, color, logos, textures, and recoloring. Yeah, that probably makes sense. You don't have the code yet because it's not 10. The thing starts in 5 minutes. You can also customize your goalpost, which is available for both existing and custom stadiums. Stadium Builder supports both. Bruh. Okay, some of this is super lame, though. Okay, I can have an H-shaped stadium or a Y-shaped, H-shaped goalpost or a Y-shaped goalpost. Okay, super freaking cool, bruh. The pack can be recolored. As you make changes, your stadium updates in the 3D viewer, just like uniform creation. And then there's crowd customization. And then there's sound customization. Your creative school can now evolve through your dynasty. At the end of, this is actually big. At the end of each season, during the off season, you will see an action item to update your team builder team. From there, you can select which imported team builder teams you want to update. Dude, this is actually so big. This is actually so big. So let's say you want to create a new school, right? And you do like this stadium. Tiny school, the stadium fits like 20,000 people or whatever. All right. 4 years into your dynasty, you like win your conference, you got some money coming in, you can go back into Team Builder and change it. It doesn't tell us like exactly what we can do yet. So I'll be interested. I'm worried I can't really just straight up add more seating. It sounds like I would have to change the base. I would have to change the base stadium to change the actual seating is what I'm thinking. But okay, so then you change it from this one to like the next size up, right? And then let's say you win a natty and you're like, all right, dude, we just won a natty and you want to go even bigger. Then you can go even bigger. And then at the end of each year in your dynasty, you can update it. And so it'll update in the actual game. Like that also for conference realignment. Did they talk about any of that in conference any custom conference or no conference realignment? I was hoping they kind of messed with custom conferences too, but it doesn't sound like they did.
Why are we dancing? We're losing to Louisville. It's just not fun, man. It's not fun to lose to them. All right. Good run defense. Run commit. Run commit. Oh, no.
What difficulty is he playing on, bro?
Well,
will the beta automatically be downloaded on console store, or do I have to go through the...
Let's wrap it up.
Truthfully, I don't know. I think a lot of y'all's questions are going to be answered in 2 minutes when it hits 10 o'clock. I think it'll be obvious how you get it.
This is disgusting. I am absolutely not having a good time. Why? Why are we so bad at this game? Okay, let's get to the coaching carousel and all that. Maybe we get to watch this Heisman ceremony. I hope the sound for it plays. If not, we're just going to be sitting here in awkward silence. I'll narrate it. Dude, my job security is sitting so low. I'm getting fired.
This guy's getting fired, dude.
I'm supposed to be the dynasty guy.
You're getting fired at a school that hasn't had a winning record. Will Stein, dude, that's who they hired from Oregon OC.
I told you we needed to beat Louisville.
Heisman, unless he changed it.
We just didn't do it.
All right, I'll give him a pass then. I'll give him a pass.
I get invited to lose. I think there's new music.
Dude, it's actually funny, bro.
I want to show you all it.
I mean, to me, it just shows like when, and I get it. Like when he's recording his videos, he truly like barely plays. He just sims most of it.
Welcome to the team. Welcome.
Like
to
even
the
when he does play a game,
Is it this week? Dude.
he probably
I'm
sims
getting
it, cuts it
itchy
out.
now.
You know,
I'm getting
I mean, I've done
itchy
that too.
again.
So
I'm sure they're going to love that line on their sponsored stream. Okay. Is this the Heisman ceremony? Here it is. Welcome to the Heisman Trophy.
all right, here we go.
ceremony.
Let's see this.
Who do we think's going to be up here? This is for this season. So, lock in. Lock in.
I'm gonna have to tomorrow.
John
Yo, that face scan is trash.
Solid season.
Who is that?
He's one candidate.
Who is that, bruh?
Cam Vaughn. Good season out of him. 20
Yo.
touchdowns through the air. Passing yards pretty.
Dude, even this picture, what is that? That is bad, dude. That is
Might have
bad.
Players up here. It's starting to add up and make some sense.
This one's not bad.
Finally,
Darius Mensah's that's not.
we're gonna get Ahmad Hardy. 2,000 rushing yards. Dang. 19 touchdowns. If he had a couple more touchdowns, I'd say he's the lock. My prediction right now
That's
is
actually
going to be
crazy,
Mensah.
bro.
Mensah is my prediction. Lock it in. Leave your predictions in the chat. It is one of these four guys. It's Mensah. It's got to be 47 touchdowns. 47. I haven't seen it after the game yet on Celebration, but it's not. No, last year in like the post game, it was well worse than that. Who are we gonna go for? I'm going Mensah. How do you manage players from decommitting? Just keep putting hours into them. Like when they soft commit, don't pull out. Keep yourself fully in on these players
Gosh,
because
bro.
if you pull out, maybe you could put less hours in, but don't fully pull out. Good advice. Actually, really bad advice.
No, yeah, this
Who
is
it?
cool. This is cool.
Is it Ahmad Hardy? They have him in a different order.
This is cool.
I'm going to be honest. It's the Heisman ceremony. They put the Heisman ceremony in here. Just won the Heisman. Don't ask how Kentucky did. We went 2-10.
That is not. That room doesn't look anything like the actual place they do it at, but that's cool.
Well, listen. Cam's fascinated by the Heisman ceremony, dude. Cam likes it.
Is Joel Klatt over Herb Street a W or an L? What do y'all think, bro?
Is wearing the same shirt. I wasn't looking at the shirts, man. Oh, it was Cam Vaughn? Dude, why did I think it was Ahmad Hardy? I wasn't paying enough attention. Cam Newton was talking to me. Kentucky did go 2-10. Don't fully pull out. Your best bet. Yeah.
On the halftime show, they updated it.
just
I think
love
it's
that
in
there's
the
something
in the
like,
deep
why
dive.
did we give this kid
I don't think we've seen footage of it
Cam was
though.
saying that on these sponsored streams. Someone has to seriously.
Gosh,
look
dude, he
at
went
that.
2 and
All right,
10.
Early National Signing Day. We didn't do hot. We got locked out of a lot, but we signed a 4-star impact development. Okay, well, we got some impact.
Yeah, so
locked out, normal. Oh, good.
now when a player
Yeah, this
commits,
class
you
is
still have to
this is
keep
not a good
like
class.
pouring
What's the
resources
playoff
into
bracket
them because they
looking
might decommit, which I like, dude. I
New
think that's fire.
Mexico made it 10-3. Duke 10-3.
How was a 10-3
Texas Tech
G5 team the
I
highest?
don't like Texas Tech's new logo. I'll be on the record to say it. But the Texas Tech mascot was here today. Awesome guy. Texas Tech mascot, awesome guy.
I
Shout out
agree,
to the
LaRonde.
Wisconsin mascots
Give me
as
give me
well.
both
Fans of
crews.
the channel, appreciate you boys. The Texas Tech one, he gave Clokus his gun, and then Clokus.
Look, if I was Herb Street, dude, I wouldn't want to record all those new lines too. But what they need to do, just sign over the licensing for their voice, which is becoming a thing now with actors. Just sign over your AI voice to EA and let them use AI. That's what you got to do.
Around the country, I don't want to look at Kentucky's stats any longer, but I am curious. Like, we got Aaron Nolan leading the country. You all can kind of break this
Aaron
down
Nolan,
online
bruh.
if you think these are realistic or not. These seem to look better for what college football is right now. I would expect like some of the
We
top
can't
guys to
see,
throw
dude.
for
Your
about
face cam's in the way.
35, 11 picks though. Lots
I
of
watched
picks.
Aaron
Maybe a box
Philo
score
play
next up
several
there.
games last year.
Aaron
Went to
Nolan's at
every
Memphis
Georgia Tech
next year.
home game.
I never know where these guys are at. Sam Levitt at LSU.
Then he transferred to
LSU
Florida.
always does really well. I've done like 2 sims, so take that as you will. Mark Fletcher was running back too, but so much further behind Hardy, and Hardy still did not win the Heisman Trophy. LJ Martin's up there. DJ Scott for
India
North Dakota
edition,
State.
surely
Great
less
season
than
out of
last
him.
year, right?
And then Braylon Staley. #1 receiver in the country. DeAndre Moore Jr. Colorado's
What do y'all want to?
gold jerseys.
I
Colorado's
think.
gold jersey
What is
with
this?
the gold crowd. T-top was running
Sights
them
and
earlier.
where's sights and
Really
sounds?
It made me want to do a
I think
Colorado
they
dynasty.
mentioned
But
halftime.
now we are here. The coaching carousel. It is finally.
Oh wait, actually, I want to see this. I want to see this. I want to see this.
My
I want to see all this
lateral
happen, or
movements to
the
Purdue,
all the off-season
Rutgers,
stuff.
And Kansas aren't worth it. I'm sticking with Kentucky. I could go North Carolina. Bill Belichick is still not in the game. That doesn't look like Bill Belichick if you're not a rocket scientist.
Yeah, bro.
We got Alabama as an opening. I'm allowed to express interest, but I am almost guaranteed.
They fired the boy, bro.
This is not going to go well. You will automatically accept if an offer is made. This does not guarantee an offer. Expressing interest may negatively impact your coach stability. So you can offer up a bunch of different jobs. I want the Clemson job. I want the Bama job, but they don't want me. That's the only 2 jobs we're applying for. We could also apply as an offensive or defensive coordinator, I'm pretty sure.
I want to see how realistic this is. Like, he just went 2-10 at Kentucky. Why would they possibly hire him?
Dude, the lights are turning on. They better not kick me out of Dynasty. I'll tell you that right now. Managed staff, I also didn't fire either one of our coordinators. So I can't show you all hiring new coordinators. Me. That's on me. I wanted to show you all the new coordinators.
Yeah, bruh. L.
That was a big mistake. I should have fired him.
Sim through. We got to do it again.
NIL to really spend on our recruits. End of season recap. We can look back into this. Yeah, I was so excited. I told Kentucky fans I told some of the guys at Kentucky, I'm gonna be using y'all. I'm really excited, and we didn't do too hot. So I don't think there's gonna be much sharing of that. Looks like we did not get any of the jobs that we wanted. But
Yeah, why? Good. I'm glad he didn't get hired, dude.
Louisville's interested in me after beating me, and they had a 10-3 season.
Because that would have been super lame if that's how it worked.
Not ideal. What's up, Cam?
All right. So far, my takeaway with Dynasty,
we gotta play.
They literally did like nothing in 26 and saved it all for 27, which is
2-10.
give or take that's kind of like
I'm not great
annoying,
at the game, but I will show
right?
up and I will make sure.
But I'm hoping this is good, bro.
I gotta lock that in, man. Gotta lock.
Did they announce when the new team builder features will be available?
I might have been.
No, but I feel like it's just kind of implied, like when the game drops. Like you're not gonna be able to do the new features in 27, or I mean in 26, because like if you create a stadium in the team builder, I don't think it's gonna show up in 2026. You're gonna have to wait till 27.
If they don't know who I am, and I'm
So,
like, oh, I do
a
YouTube,
month.
man. It's just not a combo you want to have. It's not, but it's awesome. Just
Intimate 14 coaching carousel. Intimate 14 coaching carousel is definitely better than what we have now.
I try to be that.
But
Indiana, Ohio State. Indiana won it. Indiana
what is
won
my
it
wife
again.
doing, bro?
Back-to-back
But I
Cloakers!
think this one looks to be better than
Cloakers is here.
25 and
I was
26 too.
referencing you. And we got Scarzy.
Indiana back to back,
Scarzy
bro.
had a helmet on, y'all would be able to tell. He'd be dropping back, tackling. Don't take a guess at what Kentucky's record was. We went 2-10.
Bro.
So I did go 2-10. But it's time. This is the NIL part I wanted to show you all. Because
I predicted this would happen. What did I predict?
But this is where NIL comes into play. You have to get all your guys.
They know GTA is coming out. Maybe, bruh.
So
maybe, but like it's not the same genre of games. I don't know. Like I think GTA is just gonna. It doesn't even matter. Like it doesn't matter how good you make your game. How good you make your game. Like GTA is just gonna pull your player base. Who are all these? Who are all these dweebs, bruh?
In our first season.
These guys are probably like very rich, famous YouTubers. I have no idea, bruh.
But no, I should have gotten fired. But it's my first.
I just talked to my buddy at EA. You got a buddy at EA, and you will own the games if your membership is not renewed. You will retain access to your claim games even after your EA Sports MVP Plus subscription ends.
But since we have to pay him so much more so he doesn't transfer, and I want him
I need to talk to your buddy.
This is where your budget goes
I mean, that is possible. But again, if that is the case, I don't. If that is the case, it makes no sense because there's no difference between the MVP bundle and the MVP Plus subscription. They're the same price. The one just has better benefits.
I see that.
So I want to
I'm giving these
understand
guys
that.
huge bags, man. CJ. Bro, I'm about to send CJ a picture
27
of this.
would be the
Why
year.
does he want this much money, dude?
So what
I
what I said,
cannot
Caleb,
afford it.
though, is that I also
I'm just gonna
I
have
said
to take a
26,
gamble.
27, and maybe 28 would be the glory days before it like
These
goes
guys want so
downhill.
much money. We
So I
want
did say
bad.
that.
Maybe Minchie wants to leave. You know what? No one's
but
getting a bag. No one's getting a bag. You all are all welcome to
26, in my opinion, was
throwing
not the glory days, bro.
I'm not throwing money at any of these guys.
Not at all. And we haven't even seen 27 yet. But I'm hoping, dude. Look, I mean, this is clearly like significantly different.
I could go crazy in the portal.
This is the portal. I'm not even paying attention.
Back to the hotel would be hard.
Oh no, this is his players.
I'm waiting until they kick me off.
Dude, this is crazy because I literally made a video saying like NIL would change everything in Dynasty mode, and I like some of these things are exactly what I said. Like I said, once you get to the end and you have players potentially leaving, you'd have to offer them NIL to keep them. Here we are. I love it.
My phone's been open. Can you show the whole Kentucky roster? You know what? Before they
What's
all
up,
decide to
Caden?
transfer,
Yes, sir.
I found a way to see the donos. This is good. Though my phone's gonna die because it's been on. Here are the Kentucky roster. Now some of this is with tactician bonuses, but rough first season. I do.
Shows you their development trait. That's nice.
What?
That's nice.
This is how much NIL that they cost right now. Actually, this might be what I'm about to pay him. Like, we're hoping CJ doesn't transfer. But a lot of guys are about to leave. Oh, next season blueprint. This is the blueprint part. I can hire my staff in the preseason.
You will retain access to your claim games even after your EA Sports MVP Plus membership subscription ends.
If you spend all your points, you're in trouble. Our team prestige is down.
I need a very clear answer. Like, I needed to specifically say,
you can get more bonuses.
After the 12 months, you will own College Football 27 and Madden 27. Like, that's what I need. Otherwise, dude, I don't know. But again, it still just makes no sense because, like, again, why would you, if that's the case, and maybe this is intentional, they're making it.
Check FSU roster.
They're making it like this to entice you to get the subscription. Like, it's the same thing as the bundle. The subscription is the same price. The subscription just has more benefits. So they're enticing you to get the subscription, and then, like, in a couple years, they're going to bump up the price or something. I don't know.
Get taking pictures. Focus is a lot.
Matt Barrow must have beef with EA because on podcast he said the game barely changed. I guess it just depends what you're looking at. Like, my guess is gameplay, you know, they've added a few tweaks, but gameplay probably is basically the same. But again, like, I don't expect gameplay to really change that much year over year. Because, like, at the end of the day, it's gameplay. Like, the football game is still going to be very similar. And sure, they're going to add a few things here and there. They're going to fix some tweaks, whatever.
I think so, yeah.
But where they can really make big changes is in the menus with, like, the NIL, with the stadium creator, stuff like that. So
Non-rebuild because of how bad I did.
Told it the same thing as Tubby, and the rest of the country's confused. Yeah, dude, it does. I'm very confused. I don't know, dude. I don't know.
Take a wild guess at what
you probably own it, but it's locked until you renew the subscription.
2 and 10. You want to guess?
I don't know, because that to me would mean you don't own it again. Like, you still don't own it.
They told you I went 2 and 10? Yeah. It's not going well. Like,
MVP Plus to the future of gaming. Yeah, dude. What if everything just moves to cloud gaming?
Dude, oh, we got another dono. I need to.
Tackling isn't better. I'm going to be pissed. I mean, dude, so for me, when it comes to gameplay, and I've said this a million times, the biggest thing is literally the blocking. And everybody's, not everybody, lots of people are like, it's a skill issue. And it's like, you didn't make adjustments at the line. It's like, dude, it like literally triggers me because I can literally hop in a game right now and show you like 10 examples in the first 2 quarters of when it's not a skill issue. Like when I throw a bubble screen, right? And the far wide receiver who's supposed to block the corner right in front of him runs past the corner and runs and blocks the safety. That's broken. Or my center just literally doesn't. He snaps the ball, stands there, and doesn't block anybody. That's broken. So like, but from kind of what I've heard and been told, like that's basically not fixable on this engine. Like it's just not like it's been like that for years, and until they like put the game on a new engine or whatever, that's just kind of how it is.
Be very easy. 2 stars want to transfer here.
And there's also specific plays, and people that have experimented more with different playbooks probably know this. I really haven't experimented with too many playbooks. Like I get stuck on one, I just use it. But there's certain plays that I've noticed, like the play never works. Like it genuinely does not work. It's normally, for at least the ones I've noticed, it's when your O-line pulls around. It never works. Like the whole defensive line just gets through. And again, that's just broken. Like it doesn't. The play genuinely, I've ran it 100 times. 100 times out of 100, I lose like 4 yards. Like it clearly doesn't work.
Community tomorrow, right? Welcome. Not tomorrow. Never mind.
All right, buddy.
The equipment boys have been here. I tried to show them the equipment.
Eric Rayweather.
I did a decent job. Look,
Unk, dude, isn't he like a lot? He's like older than a lot of these guys, but he's the gameplay guy, right? Like he likes playing. Okay, what have we not really? I feel like we've seen a lot of Dynasty now. One thing I want to read in Dynasty more, I think, is Coaching Carousel. I think that's what I want to read. Oh, actually, I also want to read Coach Mode. I saw this. I haven't read it yet. Coach Mode has been one of the most requested Dynasty editions. Coach Mode gives you a new way to play from the sideline. You can call the plays, manage the situation, and make pre-play adjustments. Can be enabled from the league settings. So it's not like a separate game mode. You just go into the settings and turn it on. Commissioners can customize how Coach Mode plays through several sub-settings. So you can still control the quarterback, whether you snap the ball. Interesting. And this is what it looks like. I'll give it a go. Should I take off tomorrow to play the beta? Did y'all buy it? You can play it right now. But no, I would not do that. I would not do that. And dude, here we go. This is sick too. Let's read this too. When a recruit verbally commits, they commit to the school currently leading their recruitment. That school has the advantage, but the other schools in the recruit's top 3 can still continue recruiting them. So once they commit, only 2 more schools have a chance to get them, I guess. So like if they decommit, it doesn't reopen to everybody. I think it just reopens to the top 3. While a recruit is verbally committed, the committed school receives a bonus influence multiplier on its recruiting actions. That bonus is based on factors like school's pipeline, team prestige, and the recruit's proximity to home. The goal for the committed school is to use that advantage to push the recruit across the next threshold and secure a hard commit. This creates a new tension late in the recruiting cycle. If you're the school with the verbal commitment, your job is to finish. If you're chasing, your job is to keep applying pressure and see if you can close the gap before signing day. A recruit can still be flipped before they hard commit. If another school in the top 3 passes the school the recruit verbally committed to, the recruit will decommit and the recruitment will open among those top 3. Yes, so you have to be in the top 3. And even if they do decommit, it doesn't reopen back up to like the top 5 or top 10 or anybody. It's only those top 3 schools, which I guess is fine. Once a recruit hard commits, the recruitment is over. They will no longer decommit or flip. If they're still verbally committed when signing day arrives and has not yet reached hard commit, they will automatically hard commit. Eric's only 31. How do you know that, bro? How do you know his age? If you want a recruiting experience where verbal commitments are more secure, you can increase the verbal commitment influence bonus making flips less likely. Okay, so that's a setting. See, and this is what I love. I love when they do stuff like that. Like, I think adding customization like that is always good. So if you're like, dude, when they commit, I just want it to be it. You can make this setting. You can change the verbal commit influence bonus, and you can also turn it up, I guess. So this will create more flips, and you can turn it off completely. Cool. Dude, when I first read this, I thought we could create recruits, but it's just talking about less Indians, basically, is what it's talking about. Carousel. That's one. Where's Carousel? Let me see if I'm missing anything I care about.
Be able to find players that are under-recruited. That doesn't seem to be too big of an issue. We got to wrap it up. Okay, next few minutes.
Wrap it up.
I will do my best to speed run. Boys, I'm going to try so hard to get through this full season. I want to show you all training results because they changed some of the player upgrades. I needed to talk about that. I think position changes is the same, but they just told me I got a few minutes. Are we going to sign any of these guys? Are we going to sign them? We need the visit. We need the visit for Torrey. And we're going to
blame the Saudis.
We're going to get the offensive. Oh,
I'm going to get demonetized for that.
We're going to win that one.
Thought he said on stream, but maybe I'm thinking someone else. He might have. I mean, yeah, he looks like he's in his 30s, but I think some of these other guys are too, like not the expert.
Lock in, man.
Whoever else.
They're not feeling the fact that I'm still going, but I'm gonna do everything I can. I gotta let y'all see all this. All right, National Signing Day. Here comes the best class with Kentucky ever. Never mind. We didn't sign a quarterback. We lost Kenny Minchie, and I'm still going. They're gonna have to drag my body out of here. The Dynasty community deserves this, man. This is the #1 mode these guys care about.
Yeah, let me see it, bro.
Yeah. They're not kicking me off yet. We're going to keep going. Position changes. Let's see the position changes. It's okay, we're not doing that. Let's see. What type of class did we get with Kentucky after going 2-10? You know, we got some 3 stars. We lost out on Ty Hawkins. We lost out on a lot of battles. So it wasn't as easy.
Dude,
you can see how much
like
NIL these teams
80th.
spend. Ohio State spent
dude, that's interesting.
4,000.
Yeah, you can see their NIL.
Did not spend 4,000. We signed the 68th class in the country. We spent a lot more than a few.
Dude,
of
he
these
spent the third
above
most in the
Obviously,
conference.
I'll lock in. I'll find the strategies. I think if you sign 3 stars that don't want much
Fourth
NIL,
most? How many teams
that
are up
could
above
be
there?
a move if you want a tip. Just off the brief things I've seen, but let's get the training results before they drag my body out of here, and let's take a look at what we can do with the few players that are still at Kentucky. So, one thing I've noticed, it'll be very cheap. Brennan Ward,
Holy
my
cow,
God, Brennan Ward.
quarterback
We're going to use him.
69
they have made it more
overall.
expensive to upgrade throw power and quickness. It's twice as expensive.
Dang,
Maybe it's
20?
like 1.5 times as expensive.
20 points?
It is hard to get those physical things up. But accuracy is still super cheap. So if you're doing manual upgrades, your quarterback could get really accurate. You're just going to want somebody.
Dude, one thing they need to
with
fix
high
that's
physical
super
attributes.
annoying, I don't know
And
if y'all have
this goes
noticed.
for every position. Like Brennan Ward went from
If
a
you have
69 to a 76.
manual
That's not terrible.
progression
He's usable.
on, like you have to
We're paying
manually
CJ
go
Baxter.
upgrade
He
players,
won a
but then you
transfer.
do
Still not
auto, like
happy
what I'll do
about
is I
the playing
normally,
time, I guess.
I'll like manually upgrade, I don't know, like 10 players I want to upgrade, and then I get tired of doing it, and because I still have like 70 players on the roster or whatever. So I'll auto progress, but there's always like 3, 4, 5 guys that it doesn't spend any of their points. So then I have to go to those guys and I have to go through, find them, and then manually spend those points. They need to fix that because it's very annoying.
But I think that's it. I think we have done it. I think we've made it. Sam! RBT is here. Yeah, they haven't kicked me out yet. If you say it, you gotta like almost kiss me.
He's breaking the rules, man. He's supposed to end the streak 20 minutes ago.
I went 2 and 10. It's not ideal.
Congrats 0-3. Proud of you.
Did you all? Okay, what did
We got
you
you
all?
on Louisville.
You all got me against Louisville? I hate you, dude!
The only time we got you on gameplay was we flip over to you, give you up the touchdown against Louisville, and you go, I'm so bad at this game.
Bruh.
There's
Dude, what?
just
How do
no
I
way.
think? I'm
is custom-
genuinely excited for Dynasty. Changing a team's conference impacts his Dynasty blueprint budget.
I know
as
his
conference
true character.
prestige.
Bad.
Hang on, I want to read that. Let me look at this real quick. Is there anything that looks new with
Everybody know he's a bad guy.
custom conferences?
I'm trying to get them all the new stuff before they kick me out, and you're just stuff.
As conference prestige affects yearly dynasty points, this may increase or decrease. Interesting. I'm truly excited for Dynasty.
Like it's all wrapping up.
I think there looks
right.
like there's actually a decent amount of stuff. Is he done?
I'm gonna get arrested. All right. I'm like hunched over. You see this gamer posture? Dude, they're kind of eyeing. They're like, what's going on, man? Okay, this is. Shut up! Square up. Dude, he has some shorts. We filmed some shorts. Okay, so you hire staff, right here. You can hire different staff to bring in. This will allow you to get, like, your NIL expectations, reduce them. You can reduce your NIL expectations. You can get more hours throughout the season, but it costs NIL. That's the staff bonuses. You get one support staff for each team prestige. I should have showed this at the beginning, but I forgot. Bad streamer. My facilities are still great. I don't care to upgrade them. And then, of course, all of the budget stuff. We have a lot to spend with Kentucky. Eric, take them through.
Yeah, we'll have to see that more in depth. He obviously just.
I'm in trouble. I'm not you. What's up, Bordeaux Stream? What's up? They want to see the leg sleeves. I know.
Recognize that voice anywhere, dude.
We're gonna get arrested, man. They told us to leave like hours ago.
Okay, so yeah, dude, you can hire support staff. I don't think it's like position coaches, but obviously you have your OC and your DC, and then on top of that, there's like other little support staff people you can hire. I think actually, let me look. I think it might be in the it might. Well, that's what I was looking. I was trying to look at the coaching carousel. I think that might have it. I want to. Where does it have it, bro? So you can hire these little support staff positions that help you with like getting more NIL or different, or like help you develop your players better. Dude, this thing is fat. I can't believe they just dropped all of this, dude. I'm gonna have to get videos out. Coaching staff, is this what I want? Currently on the beta. Let's go, dude. I hope it's fun. I hope it's good. I can't buy. So here's my position on the membership. I mean, because I don't want Madden, so I'm not buying it. I'm gonna buy the deluxe version of college football probably. But if you get to keep the game after the 12 months, then the subscription is definitely better than the bundle. It's the same price, you just get extra benefits. If you get to keep the games after the 12 months, it's still very unclear. If you don't get to keep the game after 12 months, then I would not do it because you pay $150, you don't even own the game. But I don't, it's apparently, I don't know. I've been hearing, some of y'all in the comments are saying you do get to keep it, but I don't know. Okay, yeah, support staff. Here we go. Support staff represent the unsung heroes of college football. These are graduate assistants, recruiting staff, fundraising teams, trainers, analysts, and key personnel. Dude, this is sick. This is getting closer to position group coaches. Support staff can only be hired and fired during the preseason, making those decisions an important part of setting up your year. And it's going to cost dynasty points, but hopefully it's a good trade-off. The number of support staff members you can have is tied directly to your team prestige. So you can see they have 3 slots, 2 already hired, 1 more slot available. Let me blow this up. So 2 hired, 1 slot available, and then they have to get to 4 stars to unlock this one, and then 5 stars to unlock this one. So this contract specialist minus 15%. It reduces NIL expectations by 15%. So that's technically a double negative, but whatever. So you're spending 500 points, which is a decent amount of points from what I can tell. But minus 15% is honestly a lot, I think, for recruiting based on what I've seen. Someone streaming the beta, bruh? It's in the description when you buy the MVP Plus. I just need to see the exact wording, Cal, because I've read the FAQs, and again, in the frequently asked questions, it makes it sound like you get to keep it, but it doesn't specify whether it's after the 12 months. If it does say that, then sure, absolutely. But I would just need to see what it actually says, because people keep telling me the FAQs say that you get to keep it, and it doesn't actually say that. Fundraising coordinator, dynasty points increase. So why would you not? Isn't this just an immediate payoff? It costs 150, but you get 250. So why would you not do that? All right. So that's cool, bro. That's actually fire. Support staff also come in 4 tiers. Oh, okay, so there's different tiers of support staff. Bronze, silver, gold, and platinum. Higher tier support staff cost more dynasty points, but their effects are stronger. You can only have one support staff member of each type. So if you want a bigger boost, you can only have one of each of these. Is that what it means? I think that's what that means. That's done. That's done. People, are somebody streaming? No, he's just talking. There's no way, right? Look, so this is what it says in here, bro. What does it say? Will I lose access to my games if I cancel? And it says, no, you continue to have access to both games, included in the membership if you cancel. But again, that does not say after the 12 months. Like, so if you buy the membership today, cancel it today, that way it doesn't renew. I'm interpreting this as you have it for the next 12 months, but after that, it doesn't say. Now, some of y'all are saying it does say that elsewhere. So if it does say that elsewhere, then hopefully it's fine. But again, if you do get to keep it, there's no point of getting the MVP bundle. The subscription's better if you do get to keep the games after the 12 months. I'm personally not getting either, though. So on his IG, let me look at some of these guys. Who are oh, actually I'm subscribed. Huh. You sent it to me? Let me see if I can pull it up. LaRonde. Is there sound? No sound? Dude, this guy was... Is there sound? Am I stupid? Oh, I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot.
Years. There's 119 playable mascots in the game, with these 10 unlocked from the very beginning, with the opportunity to unlock behind the back passes, pre-play take the L's, jump shots, and 6-7s. You're bearing witness to the planet's very first gameplay, College Football 27's mascot mashup. And I'm being 100% totally honest with you when I say it's some of the most fun I've had on a video game.
What in the world?
There's 119 playable mascots in the game, with these 10 unlocked from the very beginning, with the opportunity to unlock the remaining 109 by just simply winning a Play Now game. Now you also do have the option to start the game with all 119.
Honestly, kind of a lame objective to complete to unlock them. I mean, I guess I'll do it. Some of them I'm definitely gonna want to get, but I don't know. Like, I feel like they should have made the objectives more fun. I don't know.
Mascots already unlocked with the MVP Plus subscription, so keep that in mind. And the mascot trophy room's actually pretty sick, showing you all the mascots you unlock and showing you little tidbits about them that you probably didn't know. And in the gameplay, you're gonna witness some of the most ridiculous, immaculate moments ever in a college football game. And I'm being dead serious when I say that mascot mashups probably gonna end up one of my favorite game modes of all time. Behind the back passes, pre-play take the L.
That's cool. That's cool. What who else, like, did anybody like post? I guess maybe they're not, they still haven't done that. Who else? I don't know. Like, who are this guy been on a 2K grind? Ms. Madden Superstar mode with mascots. Is it? I thought Superstar mode was not that. I don't know why I clicked on this. We already seen this. Also, boys. All right, we got like 100 people in here. That's cool. We're going to keep going through this for a bit. However, in my free time, I have been working on this. All right? I would appreciate feedback on this. I want to make this a legit mobile app. Like literally, like right now when I check scores and stuff for college football, I go to ESPN app. ESPN app sucks. And I just wanted an app specifically for college football, right? All right, so I've been working on it. I've been cooking something up. If you go to cfbhuddle.app, it'll take you that screen. You can give me your email. I'll let you know when I actually launch. But you can actually go in here like right now and try the beta. It's pretty cool, bro. All right, I've been cooking this up. You can see a few of us been saying random crap in here. It's gonna have scores. See, it's gonna have legit scores, stats. So like, it's gonna have their stats, all their schedules. So it's gonna be like everything you need. It's gonna have a pick'em. Allow you to do pick'ems. That'd be fun. Stats, you know, stat leaders. This is not real data, obviously. All of your standings, your polls, and then you'll have like a little social aspect. Make it fun. I think one of the coolest things is there's gonna be like game chats. Like you click on a game, and you can like comment on the game. And if you do, so like test, right? So it shows up under the game. You can talk. It'll show up on the main huddle too. So you can, you know, and then it'll tag the game, right? Tag the game, you click on it, it goes to the game. So like if something crazy happens, you're like, oh dude, that catch by Ryan Williams, it'll tag the game, click on the game. Anyways, just something I've been cooking up. Appreciate your feedback. Go to cfbhuddle.app. Let me know. I'm hoping to actually launch it as a legit app. I just gotta make sure everything works properly. Hoping to do it for like the actual college football season coming up in a couple months. Anyways, let's get back to this. I just did an ad. I did an ad for myself. Feels like 25 gameplay. I like 26 gameplay better. Gameplay for me just, I don't know. I liked both, honestly, gameplay-wise for the most part. News on the mobile app. Dude, yeah, so they mentioned it. They briefly that's actually a good question. They briefly mentioned it. I'm about to die. And I think they said it was coming out this year. Where you're getting your stats from? I feel like that's not cheap. Just a third party. That's honestly the main thing I need to test, Remo, is make sure the stats update accordingly during the season. I'm hoping to like test that week 0 and then hopefully like a week 1 launch. I don't know if that's gonna be possible. I don't know if I can do that quick of a turnaround. But yeah, it's just like a third party data API thing. It's actually fairly affordable. There's enterprise ones that are hecka expensive. The one I have is like actually kind of dirt cheap. So I'm hoping that's why I got to test it, make sure it actually works.
The trenches. There's nothing like the quarterback.
Who mentioned it, bro? Wait, dude, this is actually genius. You can use AI. Do they have AI? No? Where's the little AI feature where I can summarize stuff?
decisive GM without a plan who's just going to.
And week out. And anybody that watched the playoffs last year knows in Madden NFL. And it's incredible to be here tonight in the iconic Aon Ballroom at the Navy Pier in Chicago, home of the. If you guys.
Y'all remember when they
Before we get
mentioned
into the
that?
games, I do want to take a step back and share with you how we're thinking about the future of football at EA Sports.
It might have been here.
We're evolving college football and Madden NFL around 3 core pillars. So first, and I know all of you in the room are going to like this, gameplay above everything. That means authentic, responsive football with more control, smarter AI, and signature movement that feels true to the athletes, teams, and sport we represent. It also means we're investing in new ways to capture real-world football data through our internal partners like TrackHab, helping us unlock deeper realism, better movement, and new possibilities in the future. Stay tuned for that. Second, connected careers with more life. Guys, we continue to invest deeply in the modes our players spend the most time. More to come on that, but we are very excited for the future of football. All right, now speaking of platforms, we want every football fan to feel connected across our ecosystem.
I think it was
So that's
somewhere
why
right here.
I'm excited to share with you all tonight that College Football 27 will launch on PC for the first time. I've seen the comments. I know you wanted to hear that. It's coming. So it will join Madden NFL, giving our PC community the chance to play both college football and Madden at the highest fidelity possible. I'm also excited to share that EA Sports College Football is coming to mobile this year, bringing the power and beauty of Frostbite gameplay.
Okay. He said this year. He said coming this year. I got a copyright strike for leaking
Madden
that.
NFL giving our PC community the chance to play both college football
Logos on the pick
and
would be
Madden
nice.
at the highest
That's good
fidelity
feedback. Thank you.
possible.
That's like probably the first
I'm also
legit
excited to
feedback
share
I've gotten,
that
so I
EA
appreciate
Sports
it.
College football is coming to mobile this year, bringing the power and beauty of Frostbite gameplay and an all-new Dynasty experience later this year.
Okay. That's actually massive. So I'll be honest. I was trashing the mobile app, and I've only seen screenshots, so maybe that was premature of me. But I just assumed it was going to be a Madden mobile reskin with college
football
teams.
And Madden at the power and beauty of Frostbite gameplay and an all-new college football is coming to them.
Hang on.
So
Let me
that's
get to
why
the very
you wanted to hear that.
beginning of when he
It's
talks
coming.
about it.
So it will join Madden NFL, giving our PC community the chance to play both college football and Madden at the highest fidelity possible. I'm also excited to share that EA Sports College Football is coming to mobile this year, bringing the power and beauty of Frostbite gameplay and an all-new Dynasty experience later this year.
Okay.
Now, I might be biased, but I think it's the best-looking game on a mobile device from a sports perspective. So whether you play on console, PC...
Okay, so he said Dynasty mode, bro. If there's actually a Dynasty mode on mobile, I will play that. That's actually a W. And all the terrible things I said about it, I will take back in a heartbeat. I'll make a video. I will say I was wrong. This is fire. Hopefully it's not behind like a paywall or anything. But, dude, if I can actually play Dynasty mode on my phone, let's go, bro. That'd actually be sick. Can you change the game time to 1 minute and win the game to unlock mascots, or does it have to be 5-minute quarters? I don't know. That's a good question. I would, yeah. Can I just super sim it to the end? What do you think about the mods that will come for this? Do you think it would be harder to implement the mods due to legal reasons? I mean, I guess, and maybe in some ways, but I don't think they can really control mods. That's the thing about modding. Like, you're changing literal code or like implementing assets and things, you know, like, I guess, because I don't know exactly how it works, because I know Steam has like a store where you can get mods and stuff for specific games, but like if you're downloading it through like a third party, I mean, PC is so crazy because you can do like anything basically. So if there's mods that do have legal issues, I don't think you could put it like on an official Steam store, right? Like EA would probably take it down. But that doesn't stop you from putting it on some random third-party website and downloading it that way. So, spreads on the specific team schedule. Like when I'm looking at Florida schedule, I would like to see the spreads. Just feedback. That's also helpful. Thank you. That's good feedback. Let me put this in the chat, and y'all can let me know what y'all think. Again, I'm trying to launch this as a legit college football app. Go to that link. Let me know. I bet the Madden mobile app doesn't even have all the teams. I've never played it, but I know it's basically just Ultimate Team, and then there's a season mode where you can only play one season. This guy said dude, they would also do that where they say Dynasty mode and it's one season. That would piss me off. That would be something they do, honestly. But he said Dynasty, so I'm hoping it's like actually Dynasty mode. As a head coach, you can fire coordinators during conference championship week, then hire replacements during bowl season through the coaching carousel. Your coordinators may also leave for new opportunities. Okay, cool. That's... What have we not really looked at? Gameplay we haven't really looked at. This is that new thing they were talking about. Jostle is about making man coverage feel more connected, more physical, more valuable. There are different points during a route where a defensive back can engage in a jostle interaction with the receiver. The defender determines when he wants to challenge that route and when the interaction happens. Ratings help determine who win. If the receiver wins, he keeps his route clean and continues working. If the defender wins, he can affect the receiver's speed and timing. Okay. So I guess it's like a risk reward, right? If you're the defender and you don't win the jostle, then I'm assuming you like slip or fall or whatever and the receiver's wide open. But if you win it, then you're like smothering the receiver. Interesting. Short yardage, QB sneak meter. If the defense is winning up front, if the defense is winning up front before the ball is even snapped, your timing window becomes smaller. If the offense has advantage, your window gets larger. Heavy quarterbacks also matter more here. That's interesting. That's actually cool too. I don't mind that. CFP Mobile wouldn't have all the teams. I could see that too, LaRonde, if they just had like the Power 4 or something. I don't know. But maybe not. I don't know. Any news gameplay for Road to Glory? Yeah, I mean, we've already looked at it some. You bought MVP Plus and it's not letting you play. I don't know. I mean, if you bought the subscription, you should have access right now. I didn't buy it, so truthfully couldn't tell you. Here's Road to Glory. You can't play... So the biggest things, you create like your build kind of like you do in 2K. You can create like a custom one, or you can choose a like historical player template, which is pretty cool. The biggest thing is there's new positions: tight end, free safety, edge rusher. That's cool. But outside of the customization for golly, this guy's massive. Outside of the customization for Road to Glory, I don't think the gameplay is really any different, which sucks. This is PC. This is the sights and sounds. Is the dome really not in it? Mascot mashup, dude. Mascot mashup. I actually think it looks fun. So, I know some people don't love it, but here's the closed beta details. Like, you should have access right now, dude. Like, should I pay to play it? Nah, I can't even stream it or anything. You can't. I can't make content from it. I guess I could talk about it, but I can't support that subscription. Just put me in a high school playoff senior. Dude, I wish I could just play full games. Like, I don't understand that, you know? What if they expanded the limit for custom conferences past 20 teams? Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to doubt it, to be honest. I'd probably not. But they didn't mention custom conferences at all in the deep dive, which sucks because I was hoping they were going to make some slight adjustments to that. Dude, I also wish that you could I wish I could customize the playoff size, bro. You know? Why can I not do that? Dude, I still want to know about this. I still want to know.
Or mobile.
I go right here to the film room.
Pull a 40.
Or the you wanted to hear that.
They only talked about college football.
Any Packer fans in the house? You guys remember this? Yeah. Sorry to remind you about.
Kings of college football.
Let's watch this again.
Some players who walk through that
Yes,
tunnel
the beta should be out
onto
now.
that field grew up dreaming about putting on this uniform. They've rooted for this team their whole life and want to be a part of something bigger than themselves.
See if we see anything.
Some
in
have
here.
another dream. The money, the deals, the cars, those shiny teeth.
That's cool. Look at that.
That's college football now. I get it. Everyone's got to make a name for themselves. The truth is, I don't tunnel part of something. I don't care why you show up.
Bruh, I didn't mean to go back that far.
That's college football now. I get it. Everyone's got to make a name for themselves. The truth is,
I was trying to look at that. Dude, why can I not pull up on this?
I care what happens after you do.
Oh, I got it. I was trying to look at that little trophy room thing. Not the quality.
I get it. I don't.
Gosh, dude. Is this like actually something I can see in the game or no? Did they post these like as separate videos so I can get off this stupid long thing? They probably did, didn't they? Yeah, coach mode is back. That should be... Oh. Wait, this might be nice. Let's watch this.
EA just launched a ton of College Football 27 news, and I got early access to the game. So I went in and tested all of the changes that EA said they made this year. Defense alone got a massive overhaul. So in this video, I'm going to break down every major gameplay change in College Football 27 and what they all mean for you, starting with one of the craziest changes to offense that we've seen ever. And a quick heads up, this build is a work in progress and is not yet finalized. EA added a brand new feature that allows you to get a perfect catch every single time. This is called timing-based.
You only get the beta that is live right now with this, the MVP Plus subscription. This is the only way you get it.
Catching and only applies to throws 5 yards or further down the field, and it follows a 3-color system of green, yellow, and red. Let's watch this throw right here.
So you can turn this off if you don't want to use it.
Game for you in slow motion.
But I kind of, I don't know. I think it's kind of
the way
a fun idea.
timing-based catching works is actually really simple. As the ball gets closer to your receiver, you'll hold down the catch type, whether it's an aggressive catch, possession catch, or a rat catch, and this catch meter will come up. You'll release the icon of the catch type you're going for as you see that meter get into the green. That's what's going to get you that perfect catch. So if you get your hands on it, you'll come down with it. Now, before I talk more about greening catches with timing-based catching, I want to show you what happens if you get a red or a yellow. The red
Put in the red, he dropped it.
Standard, you held it for way too long, and you will never catch this ball. Watch. I'm going to hold down the rat catch for too long, and the ball just hits me right there. My receiver doesn't react to it even because it's so late. Or it's just we're going to go for the catch, we're going to drop it. You will not catch a red ball. If you get a yellow, though, this will throw it into a dice roll situation. This is similar to how catches were determined before timing-based catching, where based on rating, based on situation, all those factors will determine whether or not you catch a yellow catch. Remember, the way you trigger this is just when you let go of your catch icon. So if you let go of it early, you'll get a yellow. You let go of it late, you'll get a red. Let go of it perfectly on offense. Let's say
QB
you're
sneak
on a 4th
meter.
and inches. Right here, we actually see the CPU calling a timeout, trying to get to a better alignment. When we call that QB sneak, there's going to be a meter that goes above our quarterback's head, and how well you time this meter is going to determine how well you do on the QB sneak. This has never been done before, and you want to try snapping this ball when that little meter is right in the middle. And I'll be honest, it's kind of difficult, and the animations are pretty cool. So I'm going to try timing this right here. Let's see what happens. Bang. I actually missed it back. That is what can happen if you miss it terribly.
Yeah, that was
so you see this
not
big green
good.
area in the middle. This is determined by your center and your 2 guards, along with your quarterback matched up against the defense's nose tackles.
So if you're center, 2 guards, and your quarterback are bigger and stronger than the opposing defensive players, the green area on the sneak meter is going to be bigger, making it a lot easier to, hit it in the green. The other way around, if your attributes are worse, like your strength and size are worse, the green area is going to be smaller.
Any of
and so it makes it harder.
Inside techniques on the guards. This is a huge ratings.
I kind of like that too,
because
sneaks are
weight, strength,
kind of a gimme.
run blocking, block shed, things like that are all playing a huge factor here. And game and set your coaching adjustments. You'd go here, you'd go into your option read key, go conservative. Maybe you change your safety depth in the game. Last year, there were only 9. That means they added 22 brand new ones if you're doing the math at home. Every team is mapped to one of these 31 playbooks. You'll see we have 3-3-5, 3 high, 3-3-5 tight, 3-3-5 zone, 3-3-5 zone pressure, 3-4. This is going to affect the formations. And
that's cool. That's nice.
He's calling this the biggest overhaul of defensive coverage in the history of EA Sports. And it's because they're not just attacking defense with only one solution, but instead they've made a ton of different changes that we're going to talk about. Different changes to zone coverage, our coaching adjustments.
Yeah, like if you hit the green, there's still a chance. Oh, wait. If you are smaller and you hit the green, is there a chance the defense can stop you? That's a good question. I can maybe look at that in the gameplay. Meter. That's timing best catching. QB sneak meter. Blah, blah, blah. Game evaluates. Yeah, so once the meter begins, your job is to hit the timing window as clean as possible. For perfect snap, it gives you the best chance at a major push up front, while poor timing can lead to defense blowing over the play. Higher difficulties. The system is layered on top of a ratings battle already happening in the trenches. So even perfect timing does not guarantee success if the defense completely outmatches you physically. So to answer your question, is there a chance defense can stop you still? Yes. So even if you get it in the green, if they have better attributes, you could still get stuffed.
Man coverage plays and how zone moves. These are all things that EA has done to shore up one of the biggest areas where people were frustrated in the previous couple of years. And one of the biggest examples of this is what we're about to talk about next. Zone defenders are finally no longer just sitting around doing nothing. In fact, they're now doing something called looking for work, which is a new feature added in by EA. The idea behind this is that in previous years, and I can attest to this, if you had something like a yellow zone right here, like a hook curl, he would typically just play his area either shaded over top, if you shaded over top, playing low if you shaded underneath, or in the middle, and not really do much else. But now, watch what he's going to do against this slant pattern, where he's actually going to roam. He's going to rotate. He's going to move around and carry these zones just a little bit. He's not going to go crazy running outside of his area, but he won't stay flat-footed anymore either.
I can't tell if that's good or not.
He's going to see the zone coming into his area. He's going to shuffle.
Like he started to move a little bit, but then he stopped, which might be good. Like he stayed in his zone.
Another example is this right here. We have a cover 3. Let's look at the yellow zone. Now we're going to have a in route coming underneath. Watch as the in route is going to actually get played by this hook curl. He makes the tackle immediately. Last year, that's not happening. You're able to catch that and get racked underneath those yellows unless you sold out underneath. This is a base stock defense, and when we snap the ball, this
you can get more points, more dynasty points, more NIL points
right there.
As you get better and your prestige increases.
And someone entering
it's also based on other, like it's based on a lot of different things. I think school grades, but then like who you hire, your staff. Your coach skill tree, as you upgrade your coach, you can get more of those things.
4 different settings to tell our defense to play aggressive, conservative, or ultra aggressive or conservative on any given snap.
So yeah, like if you have a small school, you can end up with a lot of NIL eventually.
Or just set this in the main menu now because it'll stay. And we can go over to the coverage strategy. In zone strategy, you'll see the different options. First, I'll show you ultra aggressive, which honestly, for me, is a little bit of overkill. Here's what the defensive player looks like in a basic cover 3. Before, if we called this right here, a drag route from the tight end would be open every single time. But now, with
the beta is right now
on, watch what happens.
So,
that drag route is blinking.
I mean, yeah, it should have
but we are able to try to throw over top. Notice what happened right there. when we were ultra aggressive, who played this little comeback route on the outside? Did you notice who that was? That was our outside third on the left. So ultra aggressive is going to affect our flats, our hooks, and our deep zones. Let's go here again, and I want you just to look at the left side.
So he's saying this guy,
route,
instead of going deep, since he played aggressive, he stayed on the
we could
curl.
try forcing him right there. That's intercepted. So let's go back to the same
that was a different
play
example,
and same
but
defense, but now let's go into our coverage strategy and go ultra conservative. You're going to see a massive difference here.
I assume now he's going to sit further back.
Wide open because all of the underneath zones, like our yellow hook curls and our flats, are going to back up. But also, notice what our outside third is going to do on the left. He's no longer going to play this kind of comeback route. Instead, he's going to drop back. We go here.
Yeah, but then this guy, so the outside third went back further, like this would have been open, but now that he's playing ultra conservative, this guy dropped further back, which left this open. So yeah, I mean, it makes sense. But a lot of this stuff was kind of already in the game, to be honest.
Zone defenders now know when they're in the red zone and will actually change the way they play.
Is it worth getting 27 over, or just staying with 20? Dude, I haven't gotten to play yet, so I don't know. I think 27 is going to be a significant. There's going to be a lot more changed from 26 to 27 than there was from 25 to 26. I think. I haven't played the game yet, but from what I've seen, it looks like there's way more change, and whether it's good or bad, I don't know, from 26 to 27 than from 25 to 26. I was extremely disappointed with 26. They barely changed anything.
And to just defend the end zone in a better way than before. We all know, if we're being honest, that the red zone coverage has always been an area where the game's been weird. But now, zones do a significantly better job of actually defending the sidelines in these situations, which is one of the biggest areas where zones were just so bad before, and help defending the run in College Football 27. If we click our right stick in and we go into our general coaching adjustments, you'll see this.
And people are saying, and I think there's probably truth to it, that the score bug is going to change when the game drops. I don't know, but I wouldn't be surprised because that's like an easy thing to update. So
go conservative or aggressive right here. If we go into aggressive gap integrity, our players are going to be worried less about their actual assignments and more worried about trying to just shed and make a play. Whereas you see here, if we go into the conservative gap integrity, we're going to be more focused on protecting our actual gap and less focused on making a big play. And you can see your gap just
on Madden.
The right trigger
I haven't read or watched literally any of it.
B or X to go left or right on the run. And you see the gaps we're responsible for. This is especially huge for defensive alignment because on conservative, they're going to be way more focused on literally just...
I bought Madden 25 with that deluxe bundle, never played it, and then I didn't buy 26.
Protecting their gap and keeping gap integrity. We actually see it right there where 99 gets a hand on me when I try going into his gap. What you're looking
so
at
is
right
this like all gameplay stuff, which is fine, obviously? Yeah, this is all gameplay, which is cool. This is good. Yeah, dude, edge rusher, I'm gonna definitely try in Road to Glory. All right, good game, bro. Got Dynasty mode.
I know this sounds a little crazy, but EA just gave Dynasty Mode the biggest overhaul it's seen in probably over 2 decades. There's a new athletic director expectations that are going to be breathing down your neck, a full program budget you actually have to manage, and a coaching carousel that, thank God, finally works and behaves like the real thing. And there's an NIL system deep enough that it basically becomes a second job. On paper, this is the Dynasty Mode that a lot of us have been begging for since NCAA Football 14 first went away. But there's a catch. This is also the most complicated...
No, you can only control your one player in Road to Glory. That's kind of the whole point. If you want to control your whole team, you gotta play Dynasty. You're getting the deluxe for the mascots. All right. Is it good on PC? I mean, it's gonna be the same on console, but you're gonna have the opportunity to get mods. So I would say, yeah.
Probably ever been, and some of you are going to be frustrated. But at the same time, this game has never looked or sounded better. There's new stadiums, it felt pretty good. But now every school gives you 3 different expectations the moment you take the job, and they're not the same from school the season with fewer than 20 turnovers or recruiting more players in your actual state. And this is currency known as dynasty points. You spend these points across a
These are
couple
the
of
new
key
dynasty
areas, your
points.
coaching staff, your facilities, NIL, and then the blueprint itself. And the interface, I think, is pretty well thought out. There's a menu down the left side that talks about staff, facilities, recruiting NIL, and then your roster NIL. And then it shows you this sort of pie chart in the middle where your points are really going to today. So at a glance, you can see if you're dumping everything into recruiting and starving your facilities, but there's a couple of other tools they have too. The interesting part though is that your budget is your budget for the entire year, and the points do not
the green
carry
meter's
over.
probably
so every
super
season you're
tiny,
forced
but
to
if
basically
you get
answer
it
one
in
question.
green,
Are you
probably
trying
have a
to
good
win
chance of
now,
still
or are you
getting
going for
it.
the future? And you cannot do everything, and the points will not stretch far enough to really fake it. So where do those points come from though? Your my school grades are basically it. Conference prestige, brand exposure, stadium atmosphere, program tradition, plus the contract goals and
No,
miscellaneous
you did not have to play online for a dynasty. If you wanted to use a team builder, you did.
things that come from your support staff, which we'll talk about in a second. Those are really stacking up on top of your performance that you do, and then bowl games, playoff runs, national title runs, all of that feeds into your total. And what I think is really interesting is that the gap between programs can be enormous at times. And from what I've been seeing, a small school might be working with something like the 500-point range, while a blue blood school or a powerhouse could be sitting on upwards of 20,000 points.
That's nuts. So if you're a tiny school, you might only have 500 dynasty points for like NIL and stuff. If you're like one of the biggest schools, you might have all the way up to 20K, dude.
So the rich get richer, which, I mean, sounds about right for college football. The blueprint, though, isn't this one and done sort of menu thing that you do at the start of the year. It's going to run over the course of the entire season. So you're going to hire and fire support staff in the preseason. There's a dynasty feature called Rainmaker, which if you watch my previous videos, I've alluded to. And
They
it's a
told
unique
all of them to
skill
talk
tree,
about MVP
and from the
plus.
name, you can almost certainly bet that yes, it is tied to NIL and
Blah,
program
blah, blah.
type of content. I got plenty more just like it coming soon. Now, jumping into NIL, I think this is probably the biggest and most important system in the entire dynasty mode. I think it's arguably also the deepest system in the game.
It's weird they let that other guy get like gameplay,
and it kind of works in
they
two
didn't let him
halves. You have
show
the recruiting
dynasty
NIL
gameplay.
for the guys you're trying to bring in, and you have your roster NIL, which is for guys that you're trying to keep. So if we start with recruiting, every recruit now has a set of NIL expectations based on his star rating, his position, his deal breakers, and your school's prestige. And the example EA gave, I think, kind of really drives this one home, because the #1 player in the country
LaRonde,
wanted
some people are saying that they're
140
going to
NIL
change it
points
when the
from
game
UCLA.
actually
That
drops.
same
So we'll
player
see, I
wanted
guess.
385 points from Ball State. So same kid, but almost 3 times the price for the smaller program.
Oh,
5
wait.
points from Ball. Same
So
player.
a player might ask for more if it's like a school
player
they
in the
don't want to
country
go to.
wanted 140 NIL expectations based on his star rating, his position, his deal breakers, and your school's prestige. And the example EA gave, I think, kind of really drives this one home, because the #1 player in the country wanted 140 NIL points from UCLA, but that same player wanted 385 points.
Okay, that's interesting. So the player wanted 140 NIL points to go to UCLA. But to go to Ball State, he wanted 385. So he's basically like, look, I don't want to go to Ball State, obviously. If you want me to come, you got to give me triple what they gave me. You know, that's kind of crazy.
From Ball State. So same kid, but almost 3 times the price for the smaller program, because recruits actually weigh that kind of situation they're walking into. A blue blood sells itself, but a directional school has to pay up to overcome it. That's the exact representation of modern recruiting that we've needed in Dynasty mode, and I love to see it there. The recruiting calendar is also going to shift a little bit too, because the NIL offers are going to start in week 0, but you can no longer hand out a scholarship in week 0 now. So that early window becomes about
So when
finding what
can
EA
you
was
give out
calling
scholarships?
OKGs, or our kind of guys, players who actually fit your program instead of just the highest rated name on the board that you're throwing a scholarship at. But the beauty is that there's a long tail to all of this. So whatever you promise a kid out of high school or maybe out of the transfer portal sets a marker for them. If you go above and beyond on his NIL deal, you just told him that there's a new floor for what he expects from you. You can go back and adjust the bonus up or down, but if you lowball him after setting a high bar, your influence with that prospect is going to drop. Now, if you flip to the roster side, because I think this is a part that maybe people aren't really used to, signing talent does not mean your current roster is safe. Your existing players you already have their own NIL costs. They're driven by overall.
Yeah, so players that are thinking about leaving, you have to give them NIL if you want them to stay.
Money side of things, but let's talk about the people that you're paying to run your program. Now, I mentioned support staff earlier,
I wanna hear about
and into 2 buckets. You
haven't-
have the facility itself, which is your long-term investment, and equipment, which is short-term buffs. Your facilities climb through 5 tiers. You have
Yeah,
basic,
exactly. If you're like Kent State and got 500 points and one player is asking for 385, like obviously you can't do that.
competitive, Premier, Elite, and then National Powerhouse. And each tier costs more than the last, but the payoff scales pretty hard here. The example that EA gave us was a National Powerhouse facility, handing you a 16% boost to progression. And each tier kind of has a range to it, so it's a band from something like a B- to a B+. So upgrading isn't just jumping tiers, it's also nudging your grade up inside that tier. Higher facilities will help you on the recruiting trail and develop your guys faster, which matters a ton when you're trying to turn 3 stars into NFL draft picks. The tier upgrades happen in the offseason, and then they're locked in for you to build on the next year. Equipment is sort of a faster play, so each facility has up to 5 equipment slots, and those buffs do things like reduce your wear and tear or lower injury chance for a set time. And how you get those different equipment slots are based on your school prestige. So a 1-star gets 1, 2-star gets 2, and then again all the way up to 5
equipment slots. So I gotta read about this. I haven't read too much about the facilities. Is this the wrong thing? Yeah, why do I keep doing that? Equipment slots. Your athletic facilities grade is built through 2 components, your facility and your equipment. Your facility is the long-term foundation of the program, setting the grade range your athletic facilities can reach and determining how many equipment slots you have available. Equipment is the flexible layer on top, allowing you to improve your grade within the range or add temporary boosts throughout the year. So your facility is the foundation of your athletic facilities grade. There are 5 facility tiers. Basic facility F, competitive facility D- to D+, Premier, Elite, National Powerhouse. This means your facility tier determines your ceiling. Equipment can improve your grade within your current range. So your facility tier, so you're like set between B- and B+, and then if the equipment can move you from a B- to a B+. Your facility tier also determines how many equipment slots you have available. A basic facility gives you 1 equipment slot, while National Powerhouse gives you 5. So this is basic. This has 2 of, or no, this actually has 4 available. So this guy has an elite facility. Yeah, it literally says that. Yeah, you can do team builder teams and Run to Glory now, so that's cool. Can we do team builder offline? That's a good question. Like, obviously you need to be connected to get the team builder team, but once you download it, I wish you could, because that should be something that's already in the game. I don't know if it mentions that anywhere. So is this the only like equipment it gives us, example it gives us? A downgrade facility. Why would you ever do that? Why would you downgrade your facility? Maybe it gives you some points back or something. So Players Lounge, increased athletic facility grade. I guess these all do that, right? Don't these all just increase your facility grade? Downgrading can also be a strategic. Okay, downgrading can also be a strategic choice. Dropping from National Powerhouse to Elite will reduce your annual maintenance costs, freeing up dynasty points for other areas of your blueprint. Yeah, so each facility you have to maintain your facilities, and it costs a certain amount of points. So the better the facility, the more points to upkeep it. So it might be beneficial to downgrade it if you want some of those points to use like on NIL or whatever. That's cool. That's cool.
For a 5-star, getting 5. You can also buy equipment to bump your overall facility grade. So when you start out that new tier at a B-, you can. The coaching carousel is something that I have had significant issues with in college football since the series came back with 25 and then again with 26, but they have way more information packed into it than ever, and I think this is the year they finally actually get it right. In the coaching carousel in college football 27, you can see every single job opening in the country and then apply for any of them. And before you do, each opening is going to show you a little bit of intel. So available dynasty points at that school, the top players already on the roster, the 6 candidates you'd be competing against, and a projection of how many coach points you'd actually earn there per year. You can even pull up that school's dynasty blueprint to see where the previous coach was spending heaviest, and then check the AD expectations so you kind of know exactly what you're signing up for. And I think that's useful because you don't want to take a job blind anymore like you've done in this game in previous years. But there is a cost to being greedy because you can express interest in up to 6 jobs, but expressing interest is binding. So you're telling a school that you'll take it if they pick you, and if you spread your stadium
this
creator.
is the first time I've heard somebody talk about the stadium creator.
But I do want to set your expectations because this is not like what MLB The Show has where you're dragging foul poles
It's
around
not like
each
MLB The
inch
Show,
and you have
unfortunately.
these crazy things that you can actually make. It's more of sort of these predetermined options that are more like snapping Lego blocks together. You can pick from 4 base stadiums and then swap pieces sort of in and out. You've got different end zone buildings, different jumbotrons, different edge walls, a different environment around the bowl. You can actually slap your own logos on the end walls and tunnel tarps too. I think it's good, but there's a really good touch here for Dynasty that I love. It's that you can start your program in a small stadium and then physically build it into a bigger one over the offseason. So you're a Sunbelt Cinderella who can grow from a 20,000 seat box into an actual larger stadium as the program rises. That to me is great because each offseason you get an opportunity to swap out your stadium. You can swap from the...
So I think, like you said, set expectations. This is not like MLB The Show stadium creator, but I think it's a step in the right direction, and I think over time it's going to get better. I would not be surprised if their goal in the next couple years is to get a legit stadium creator like MLB The Show. And I hope it is.
Lowest base to the second one or the third one or the fourth one, and it gives you a little bit more storytelling in your own dynasty. In Team Builder, they also have crowd customization too, so you can set if it's a night game, a top 10 matchup, a rivalry, nationally televised, or other atmospheres that trigger different crowd patterns for your games. And even with those being said, you can actually pick pregame with any team on the jersey and playbook screen what crowd pattern you want. In Team Builder as well, they have an audio track customization for
I'm probably just getting deluxe
tracks. It is
for college football as well. That's what I did last year.
What they've added this year. They have postseason bowl end zones. They have historical team records that are fully editable. So whether you are recreating a FCS school or recreating your own fantasy school that you have out there, you can put all the historical team records you want in there and rewrite the past for your school so that it feels like they've always been around.
Yeah, that's actually a nice touch too. Like if you want to go create a historical team, you can like put in the actual stats from that school.
But in the game, the crowds get a lot of attention. They've got student section banners showing up at different schools. They have drone shows back at even more schools. And in Alabama, I even saw an image where fans were holding their cell phones out in the stands and the whole bowl lights up. The game. That is an insane amount of information, and I'm sure there's still stuff that I forgot or didn't include here, but what it all boils down to, I think this is the most ambitious college football game that EA has really ever put out. There's a lot going on in this game.
I think it very well may be the most ambitious dynasty mode. I think from what I'm seeing, dude, there actually seems to be a lot in dynasty mode. I think Road to Glory is still going to be trash, to be honest. Mascot mode, I think, will be fun. It's cool that you can play that online. I'm glad that's back. Team Builder with the stadium creator, that genuinely might be my favorite thing. That and the NIL, I think, are probably my 2 favorite things. Gameplay looks like it has some nice little tweaks. But again, gameplay is not going to change that much year over year. I haven't looked at any Ultimate Team stuff, so if you're an Ultimate Team fan, I have no idea. What else? I mean, I think those are the big things. I'm a Dynasty player offline primarily. So for me, dude, I'm excited. I'm gonna be honest. Like I try to keep my expectations low, but I'm excited for this stuff. And it might be one of those things where like I buy the game every year because I make content, but like if I wasn't doing that, I would probably buy it like every other year. And if I had done that, I would have missed on 26, which would have been a great decision because it sucked. So. Lots of good stuff, fellas. New equipment for those that care. I'm trying to see if there's anything else. Mascot mode. It's coming to PC. Oh, dude, I'm also legitimately, I need to see what's up with this. Have they like released anything about that yet? Like Let me get off this. EA Sports College Football Mobile. Have they released anything about that? Yes, they see. Dude, why do they not like make watch trailer, bro?
It's that time again.
Hey, Ark, let's go, man. Oh, Racy Chevy, dude, let's go, bro. How you doing? Thank you for the $2 for real. Austin Mack, perfect. So that doesn't really show us much. They said, dude, they said it has Dynasty mode. If that's true, that's actually crazy. I don't get why they like make this like so complicated. Like, is there not just like a college football hub I can go to, bro? I guess right here. All right, yes, I think we've basically looked at everything now. All right, I mean, yeah. Here, if y'all want to know, this is kind of what the differences are. So, and this actually doesn't show the MVP plus thing, but like, so for me, I'm gonna probably get this, the deluxe edition. I will get these college football points. I will get this, don't care about that. I mean, really, I only get the deluxe. I pay $30 extra to play 3 days early is basically what I do. So if you don't care about Madden, if you don't care about playing early or any of these things, just get the standard. You don't need to be paying for all the other crap. Just pre-order the standard edition. Let's go, Larande. Let's go. Yeah, I'll probably get the deluxe just so I can get some videos out or whatnot. All right, boys. Like, I'm not gonna lie, that was better than anticipated for me. For me, dude, there was actually some decent stuff in there. Cool. That's gonna do it, man. I gotta go to bed. Yeah. NIL, stadium creator, kinda. You know, enough I think for now. Mascot mashup mode, new positions of Road to Glory. It's coming to PC. It's coming to mobile with potentially Dynasty mode. The whole Dynasty points thing, which ties in NIL, but also facilities, support staff. Dude, that looks sick. So, flipping and decommitting recruits, that's sick. So, I'm excited. I'm not going to lie. Dynasty, I'm excited for it. They got me, bro. They got me. Hopefully, it doesn't suck. Beta is live for if you get the MVP Plus subscription, yes. None of the early access would benefit me because I'll be on the other side of the country when it releases. Yeah, definitely don't do it then. All right, boys. I'm going to be out of town next week. So tomorrow I'm going to try to grind at least one video, get one video out, maybe a couple, and schedule one out further while I'm gone. But then by the time that video posts, probably new information will come out or something. But I appreciate y'all hanging out. A lot of people here is fun. Oh, before I go, genuinely, before I go, I'll show y'all this one more time. So I typically just, like when I'm checking scores, right, I'm on my phone. During the college football season, I get on the ESPN app. ESPN app is trash, dude. They're literally $1 billion company and literally the worst freaking app of all time. So I just wanted a college football app, dude, that show me scores, stats, you know, schedules, polls, all of that. And then also I was thinking, like, dude, what if it also had like a little bit of a social side? So it's just like college football fans, right? Because obviously you can go on Instagram and stuff, but like I kind of wanted the combination of the scores and stats with the social stuff. So I've been working on this. Gonna hopefully try to drop it for the season. like a legit mobile app on Android and iPhone. You can go check out the beta now. Give me your email. I'll let you know when I actually release it. But yeah, the beta, I mean, you can literally see what it looks like. You can see, see somebody hopped in here not too long ago. Let me give that a like. This is literally what I'll make a few more tweaks, but this is what it's going to look like for the most part. So this is like the social aspect of it, but obviously like the main thing is you can check your score. Like my team's Alabama, so I can come on here. This is obviously not real data yet. It will be when the season comes out or when the season starts. So it'll have, it's just like the typical stuff. This I think this is one of the coolest features. So there'll be game chats, right? So you can like post something. So I posted 47 minutes ago. I said test. Imagine like during the game, right? And this will actually only be available during the game. So I need to fix that because it shouldn't let you do it type right now. But then once you post under the game, it'll also show up on the main thing, right? It'll tag the game. You can click on the game. It'll take you to the game. This will have all the stats. You can click on individual teams, see their stats, their schedule. You can filter it. This will have all the stat leaders, standings, the polls. I added a pick'em, which is pretty fun. So you can come in here and pick all your teams. Pick every single game for the whole year. I think that's cool. And then you just have like your profile. This is just a bunch of, I've just been saying test because I've been testing it. But get in here. Yeah, it's like a beta. This up here is also, it just puts like little headlines. It'll do like a little AI summary from CBS, ESPN. Anyways, I think it's pretty cool. I'm rambling. Definitely check it out. I'll drop the link in the thing. I'm mainly just looking for feedback right now. Like if there's any bugs, anything, let me know. Put the link in the chat. I think it looks pretty cool. Like not even gonna lie. Yeah, this is my website. Hopefully an app soon. So let me know what you think. I want to release it for the season. I need the season to start first so I can make sure all the data is getting pulled correctly. Like so for scores, the stats, all of that, right? Because if that doesn't work, then it's pointless. That's the main thing. I need to make sure that works. And then assuming that works and everything's fine, then I can launch the app for the season. So I'll need to wait till like week 0, week 1 to make sure all the stats are working properly. Yeah, so technically it's a website right now. It will hopefully be an app in the future. So just, yeah. Anyways, yeah, that's my plug. College Football 27 comes out in a month, and there's a lot of cool new stuff. I need to go to bed.